would talk to his parents, say goodbye. You know, might have left. We got on the boat.
We're apparently wanted.
I snuck around, turned off the helmet, said goodbye to Zolna, said we were leaving, etc., etc., etc.
And they think we murdered someone.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think Conna was there for that. They were looking for us 2 sessions ago.
I was there for that. So what happened with Agnes?
I fucked her and then I left.
And came back at some point.
Well, I talked to her, but like, you know, I left the town is what I mean. She knew what it was.
You don't know that.
I do.
She might have been really attached. Such a young, strapping, strong man.
Young.
Gone.
Young looking.
Young.
Yeah, so first things first. When we started last time, you and so Conan, Philippe, and Milo together escorted the Ernst, the young doctor student, back to the university.
Yeah.
A bunch of like drunks happened along the way, but nothing really too crazy. Didn't get attacked or anything.
I'd say they'd be feeling very brave if they did.
There was a lot of talk along the way between Philippe, Milo, and your character about the helmet. But I'm not gonna say some characters had to repeat themselves a couple of times before Philippe figured out what was going on, but
Yeah.
it went
I
fine.
remember you told that part. That
You
Philip
medicate.
was being a stupid bastard and was not listening to the person that was trying to help him out the most.
Alucard
Even
went
though-
home with a female pit fighter, Agnes. Showed her a good time, I assume. We didn't roleplay it, but he,
Bullshit. Rob
I did a
Michael-
row. It was average.
Critical succeeded it. No, it was average. While early in the morning, when the sun wasn't even up yet, he left the place with Philippe's helmet in tow. Took a little stroll through Altorf to find his way to the big holy temple of Sigmar, where Zolnat disappeared off to.
Across the bridge.
Crossed the
How
bridge
is
that
it? Has he been
requires
doing
like a toll.
Ticket.
Arrived at the temple, big massive temple, the most impressive temple you've ever seen, like the biggest one in the whole of the old world. Went into like a big open room, talked to an old priest, asked around a bit, had to wait around a bit until Zolnat eventually showed up. Asked Zolnat if he could do something about the blessing on the helmet. Zolnat took it to a high priest, while Alucard had to do more waiting in the temple, just waiting around in a church. You know how it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, at least he
it's
didn't
like,
turn
don't
to
look at me.
ash.
Yeah.
Just entering the fucking
Did
place.
some cool / endurance rolls to see how well he was doing with all the holiness around him. And did some good rolls, so it didn't really affect the vampiric Alucard too much. Eventually, Zolnat came back with the helmet, was like, talked to a high priest, did some ritualic blessings on it, and we managed to make the blessing on it pretty much be able to turn the lights on and off at the command of a code word, and the code word had to be chosen by the wearer and inscribed into the inside of the helmet.
Now, was that what you initially said, Chris? You cheeky bitch. Initially, it was just like, oh, it just needs to be activated by a code word. And it's just like, oh, okay, so I'll just set the code word then. Oh, and it needs to be inscribed to the inside by the wearer. It's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, still let him have all the information.
He's the one who told me immediately, you liar. Oh, dear prick. But then Alucard was like, no, fuck you, GM. And put it on anyway.
Abaddon did another successful roll to resist. That's the new code word, which has become wine. Carved it in the helmet in classical, I believe.
Yeah, I had to get the old man to translate for me.
Yeah, then took it back to the others. Meanwhile, the others rented a place at an inn, stayed there for the night, made their way to the docks in the morning, helped load wagons and boxes and stuff on top of the docks, did some guard duty for Joseph while the rest of the ship was being loaded. Eventually, Alucard showed up at the boat, went invisible, was like sneaking around while the others were on the boat helping out, tied the helmet to Philippe's horse, Esteban, the horse's name. There, Philippe found the helmet. I was like, oh, it's my helmet. How did that get here?
I
Then,
hid in some boxes and watched them.
You hid in some boxes, you whisper to Milo to like offer some wine to Philippe, shenanigans ensued with like the word wine being said over and over again and the helmet going on and off, while Alucard was just laughing on top of the cargo.
Yeah, what? Alucard's such an asshole sometimes.
Oh, and somewhere between that, Philippe, Milo, and Conan, your character, had breakfast at your parents' place. I made your character say goodbye to your parents because you were leaving on like
I'm
a boat
sorry.
with Joseph.
Did you say I let the white people into my house?
Yes.
No, the barn. You want to let them in the barn.
Oh yeah, that's where they belong.
Yeah,
I would say I did want to speak to my mother about the whole. Is my dad actually me dad at one point? But obviously I wasn't here to do that, so.
The boat departed. Milo
Call
said
me a
goodbye
whore.
to everyone. So we're gonna rewind a bit because you weren't here. Tell me what you would have. Tell me what you would have told your parents, and perhaps what you would have told Milo as he said his goodbyes.
I would have probably tried to see him like individually, obviously, to ask the question to me mother about is me dad actually me dad? Because apparently Philippe found a person who looks exactly like me, running by. Fuck, what was his name?
I swear I wrote him down in notes. I guess I did not.
And I would have said his name.
Do you have the things in your inventory, like the notes that are like proof that you are this guy and stuff like that? Yeah, you
I'll
have
say
the
eight.
inheritance and the affidavit. The name should be in there somewhere.
Affidavit. Oh, that is how you say it.
Affidavit.
Yeah, it's just like the name David. It's affidavit. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
The bearer of this document is Castor Aloysius Liberum. Aloysius? That was the name of the guy that looked a lot like you, but an older version of you.
And those
I would
guys
have,
we're looking for.
I would have
Did they
asked
die?
him.
They died, yeah, they got shot
Yeah.
by a bounty hunter
Died right
with
in
a
front of us.
crossbow.
I would have asked me mother about that.
As far as I'm aware, in this mystical fantasy historical world, you cannot do a DNA test to see if you are truly his son, but
No, but I mean, does she at least know him? Like, that would obviously help out with this.
your mother believes that you are truly your father's son. She has no reason to think otherwise. You say the name that's on the paper, Aloysius Liberum. It does not sound familiar to her.
Okay.
Ever spread your legs for another man?
I would dare not
Have
speak
you
to my mother
seen
that
her?
way, shut. I would dare
Yes,
not
I
speak to my
have.
mother
I
that
tried
way.
to fuck her, but it was not getting anywhere.
She'll hit me with the fucking, the sandal. Gonka.
Not the anime sandal.
Just
Yeah.
picturing like the dog that gets hit by the sandal. You've seen that picture, right?
Is that the one where a guy is like he's a guy into a dog?
No, it's like a real life picture. Like
Oh,
you see
no.
it a lot of like I don't know, like funny things and stuff. It's just like a freeze frame, like of a dog getting hit by a sandal, and he goes like to the side, and the dog's face is like, "What the fuck?"
No, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Okay. Well, it exists.
Yeah, I believe it.
But yeah, then you say your goodbyes to your parents, that you are leaving with Joseph to work on a ship until he reaches the town of Bogenhaven, where a festival is taking place.
Yes. And, I'm probably gonna take my father aside, Chris.
Okay.
As I remember, the moment I say that, I'm gonna have to fucking talk to myself yet again.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
This is why most people are orphans when they play this shit.
Yeah. I wanted a happy family. That wasn't very happy. Dad, can I have a word with you? Just man to man. Sure. What do you wanna talk about boy. I'm going away for a while. Like last time. A bit. But just to let you know, when I come back from the tournament, I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh, really? As he leans in closer, using the chair to add to that. You think you're man enough? As I leaning forward to him as well. Nervous, obviously, like any man should be of their father, if they're not a joke. With a little bit of sweat dripping down my face.
Kiss him on the
I gulp.
lips.
Yeah, as I gulp.
I took a turn.
That's correct. I think I am man enough. And I think it's about time that you and me solve this little issue that we have with one another. I don't think words are going to settle it, but as I clench both my fists, maybe using these, what you taught me to, maybe we can come to an agreement or an understanding at least. I am excited to see what type of man you've become. Well then, if you're off, be off then. We'll see if you're still a boy after all of this. Make sure to say goodbye to your mother.
You gotta rip your balls off.
Is that your friend over there that's interrupting? No, and then
He's
obviously,
just like, make sure you're still a boy after this. It's like, oh, no, he's gonna rip his genitals off.
yeah. that could be implied that he's going to do that in
Yeah,
the pit fight.
it's like, oh.
But yeah, obviously, I respectfully just nod to him. I say goodbye to my mother. I think you said my brothers are at the house.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to them, and just say, yeah, again, keep an eye on the house for those people that were lurking around opposite the street. You know, just keep an eye on mother. Obviously, also just keep an eye on dad as well in case he's learning any new techniques to like use against me. Because I don't want to walk into anything that I'm not expecting. And yeah, I hug my brothers, hug my mother, nod to my father, and then I leave. And that's it, Chris.
Okay, cool. I was bringing up like the pictures to show like all your family members that you were talking to. Forgot how sexy your brother is. Brought up the picture and I was like, oh yeah.
Jojo, yeah.
Well, where do you think I got my attractive trait from? He got the other 2 fucking points from it, you prick. Wait a minute, which one's the seaman?
Okay,
Mckadow.
let's not go. Yeah, let's not go there yet. As you are leaving your house, preparing to leave the city of Altdorf on Joseph, your friend from 10 years ago, his boat. Do you get any supplies or anything for the trip before you leave?
As I check my supplies now. I mean, I've got 12. I already did shopping. I've got 12 rations. You know what? I think I'm gonna buy some drink.
Some drink?
Yeah, some drink. Like
what? A water skin with
couple-
water or like?
no, a
alcohol?
couple bottles of alcohol.
Ale, wine, spirits.
Maybe some wine. I'll say. I'm more of an ale drinker, but I've got an idea, so I'm gonna go with the wine.
So a bottle of wine.
I would like 5 bottles of wine, Chris.
5 bottles of wine. That's 50 brass.
I will give them 1 gold.
140 brass is 1 gold coin. So you'll get like 190 brass pennies back.
Let's
You want to
go.
change?
Yeah. 190, did you say?
Yeah.
190. Beautiful.
What gold are you giving them? Barovian?
No, I'm
said
giving
that to
them.
you
I'm giving
angrily.
them the normal stuff. The normal stuff. Because I'm worried if I start giving around these random coins. Now I'm thinking about it. People might get upset that they haven't got the. I'm assuming the golden ones have the picture of the emperor's head on them. Do they? Or
Yeah.
they
Well-
might get a bit pissed off and be like,
No?
"What money is this?"
They've got the twin tail comet on it. The gold
Yeah.
coins of the Empire.
What's on the other side?
What would you call it? It's like a bird that like looks sideways, like the logo, I guess. Like
I was
kind
assuming
of
it was the Emperor.
yeah, it's kind of like the Holy Roman Empire's
Hmm.
flag, I guess. Like you've
Yeah.
seen it.
I don't want to try and tempt fate and be like, "Yo, this is actually a coin with the emperor's face on it." It actually being Vlad's fucking face on it and shit.
It's just an old Emperor.
Yeah, you think
Hmm.
somebody is like following the trail of coins you're leaving behind?
I didn't, but now you've said that. No, I'm just worried that people are like, or why does this coin not have the emperor? Like, it's more to explain.
Hmm.
And considering I need to get on this fucking boat and see my friends
Yeah.
and
Cool.
Philippe.
Uh, so you want 5 of these?
Yes, please.
Most quantity, 5 of them. Oh, wait. 1 and quantity 5, like that. You grab those that should be 5, if I did that correct.
I don't believe you did do it correctly, but I'll give it a go. Where are you, you bodily bastards? Where's my hooch? Hey, you did do it right.
Nice.
You just call Grace a baldy bastard.
No, I said bodily bastard.
Oh,
You baldy bastard!
I've been watching too much Aspen Gold. Bald.
True.
True that. Big dick energy, boys.
Mind you, though, I need to decide what I actually want to do with my Barovian coins at some point. I've still got fucking loads. Man over here fucking
No.
jingling every time I walk. Right, where? You said we're also doing the chat with Milo, did you say, as well?
I knew I had like a picture of it somewhere.
Oh, nice.
What the coins front and back look like for silver, bronze, and gold.
Nice.
It's an eagle.
Yeah,
With,
it's an
olive
eagle. That is
branches.
like a way easier way of describing it than the way I said it.
Yeah, and it's got 2 olive branches beside it to symbolize peace, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Emperor's crown.
Maybe. And so they did
Like
use
Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar
Mm.
crown.
Yeah.
Caesar, your crown.
Could be. That's
But
just what I've always assumed when I saw the silver coins.
They chase emperors quite often, which I think is why they don't do the face.
That makes sense. It's not like he can recall the money as he's not exactly as many banks.
Yeah.
Peasants don't give a fuck.
Right, let's talk to the small one. We're gonna do it right this time. Give him
Slap on the rear.
yeah, gonna give him a big slap on the ass and send him on his way.
I guess for a little bit you are still Milo excluded, as Conan is you're saying goodbye to Conan.
Oh, I just got back with Conan.
I know we'd bring him back. Talk him onto the boat with these new character.
They both.
Yeah. So, what are your plans then? Like,
Plans.
well, yeah, like, oh, I'd say, have you already told us that you're not coming with us, or are you waiting until you get to the boat to say that? So I don't metagame this.
I told you like when we were scoring that student, but you weren't with us.
Okay, so this conversation still works then.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, life-wise, like, what are you planning on doing once you leave us?
Well, retire. I mean, I've got a decent amount of gold that would last me a while. A lifetime.
I mean, I know about retiring, but what else are you going to do? Like, you're just going to, I don't know, stay at home, just flicking your money all day, or are you going to do a business, or?
Business. I've
I
got to
don't know.
like put my hand on like chin thinking about it.
I don't know. I'd say, do you like food at all?
Food? Yeah. I mean, I can't cook. I'm a halfling after all.
I mean, have you ever thought of doing
Is
doing
this
a
you?
halfling restaurant?
Are you trying to convince me to become a chef?
Yeah, I mean, like, you could call it like 2.5 Men.
2.5 men. Sounds
Yeah,
like a
you know.
gay restaurant, but okay.
I mean, it'll be your restaurant. You can call it whatever. I'm just
2.5 seamen.
interested.
A restaurant. That's not a bad idea, actually.
I mean,
Mm.
I don't know if I've asked this. How long do you halflings actually live for?
Was it 150 years? Was it?
Yeah, something about
100.
around that. Longer than a
Uh,
human, but not as long as a dwarf.
well, I'm at like 130, 140.
How old are you again?
Milo don't have his sheet right now, but I'm pretty sure it was like 30s.
Let me check. Milo was 37.
Damn. Damn, you're gonna outlive me like double my lifespan. Well, who knows? Maybe on our if we're ever, I'm assuming you're doing the restaurant in the moot if you are going to do it. Who knows?
Yeah.
When we go to help Alucard kill a dragon, we promised him that in like a couple years. I'd say around about 5 and 10. So you know, who knows? Maybe we'll walk through and have like one last meal just in case. You know, me or
The last supper.
Captain Dumbass over there, as I point to Philip with his helmet flashing on and off.
He doesn't have it.
As I point to Philip over there without his helmet on, looking mournful in the distance.
The average natural lifespans is around 60 for a human, 120 for halfling, 200 for a dwarf, and elves don't appear to age at all.
So yeah, you're gonna outlive the shit out of me. My best years are behind me at this point.
And 60 for a human. Damn.
That's medieval times for you.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was guessing around like 70, 80, but I guess 60 makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, I was guessing around about 40. I was gonna say it's a rough time back then. Back then. Rough
60
time.
for a human, if chaos, beastmen, mutants, nothing like intervenes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like they would die at young age because of diseases, but there is magic that can heal them.
True.
So you definitely
Well,
they would live longer.
just to let you know, man, like it's been alright having you around.
Thank you.
So does this
And,
mean
Gonna miss you.
What do you say, Chris?
Does this mean if you guys ever end up going to the moot, there might be a restaurant there owned by an old friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe. I mean, that's down to you and Milo. I was just throwing the idea out there because, you know, he says retiring a lot of the time. I don't know how much gold he's got, but living every day is gonna, you know, eat away at it.
Alucard shows up in Milo's restaurant. You're finally dinner. It's like, wait, what?
Serve the chef.
Milo's back on the menu, boys. But yeah, I'm gonna miss you, man.
I'll miss this part as well. And maybe don't go so hard at Philippe. I mean, we do fuck around with him a lot.
I mean, in all fairness, I, I knew it was a joke about about his helmet. You know, that's why we told him because we knew he wasn't going to figure it out by himself.
Yeah, but usually we fuck around with him. I'm sure he gets annoyed a lot by us.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Being able to mock a royal and get away with it, a nobleman, it's kind of funny. You know, I should have probably been killed many a time for the way the tone that I've given with royal people, but somehow I got away with it.
Well, look, it's you're lucky that the Empire doesn't care about Bretonian nobles.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. I'm like, damn. So,
Go easy on him. He's one
I've
of
got
the nobles that won't kill you. At least I hope so.
one. Okay, one last question though. I've just thought of this now.
Yeah.
Are there still as I get close to them? Are there still vampires in the moat?
Well, I'm not sure about that one. Concern their new puppet has been instated as the Lord of the Land not long ago. Yeah, I'll probably have to get my family to move somewhere else if what the vampires, how they take care of the village, from what we see from Peter's village, if they're gonna do the same, then I'm gonna have to get my family to move to another place.
I'd say do. Okay, I've got an idea. There's two things I can do for you here, and an easy option or a much difficult option.
Let's hear them both.
Okay, well, I could give you my the little my cliff notes to what weaknesses vampires have. Now
Uh,
knowing that you can read, so just to keep keep them topped up. I don't think this is all of them. I think there are still more out there, but there's at least a decent few in here.
and the other option?
Well, you remember that woman, that was coming with us, who was trying to kill vampires?
Yeah.
Well, actually, she's apparently she's part of like some sort of order.
An order to kill vampires?
Supposedly, yeah.
Oh.
Supposedly.
So you're suggesting I get her help?
I mean that, or go to the order and start start being their cook or some shit. I mean,
I don't even know what the order is. Do you even know its location?
I actually got the notes for it. I don't know where they are though, Chris.
Yeah. I do like the idea of like you should go and find the secret order. Oh, where are they? Well, it's a secret.
Yeah. See, that's your
Safe.
adventure.
Do you even know where she went?
You don't actually have notes about the order, she just told you about it, which is why I showed you the notes for like the information. But did you write it down for yourself when she was talking about it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've written down the whole fucking cliff note, mate. Vampire hunters who concepts. Yeah, I've got it in my notes. The Anet, I think they're called the Anet, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, Dante.
Yeah, those cunts. Continuous forms of vampire tyranny.
Yeah, but where I can find
I'm
them?
looking to see if I write down if she told me where they are. Bloody war. Okay, Chris, I'm just gonna play it off. If I did know where it was, I'd give him a rough hint of where it is. If I did find out where it was or not. But if not, I'll just let him know that there is an order out there. That if you look hard enough, you'll probably be able to find them.
Yeah, just to be an average intelligence.
Well, I guess I could investigate it if the situation is that bad in the
Mhm.
But I'm sure it'll be fine.
Average. Du-du-du-du-du. Man, I know exactly where it is. I've got Google Maps on my phone, mate. Finger in the air, lick, feel the wind. Yeah, they're that way, about 40 paces north.
He didn't tell you where she was going, where her order currently is, but that the order has roots all the way, tracing all the way back to Estalia, the Spain of the Warhammer world. And that members of the secret fellowship, I guess, called Diadante, are only people that are born into it. Membership is passed through sons or daughters.
You might have to try and fuck a halfling that's also in the order.
How would I even know if a halfling is in the order?
Listen, man. All I did was fuck her. Like, she told me bits and pieces. She said she wanted an heir, and that was it.
So you're gonna be a deadbeat then.
Huh? You might actually meet my son.
Like father,
I have
like
one.
son.
Yeah, fucking clueless.
So you just fucked her so that she can have a child, but you're not gonna see the child.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. She said that. I think she said an heir needs to be. It was quite clinical. I'm not gonna lie to you. There wasn't really a lot of love there. She said there has to be. She has to have an heir. Would I help her with it? I did, and then she disappeared. If I see her in the future, I'll discuss with her of the terms of the arrangement of seeing him. But I don't know. Yeah, again, secret order.
Well,
Just knowing if I do have a son out there, that he's okay, that's good enough for me.
well, I guess their name is good enough to look for them. I guess thank you for the information.
It's cool, man. It's cool. I'll
Would
say,
you
do you
like
want
to
one
know
of
more?
these? I'll say, do you want a bottle of wine for your going away present?
You mean to drink or just to give me for?
Just to
'Cause
give you. I
mean-
bought like 5 bottles. One of them was for this situation right here.
I mean, I got Bugsman out, but I guess I would appreciate the wine.
Okay. I'll post one. I'll post a wine.
No, I can't pick it up because I don't have access to Milo's sheet.
You've got one in your fucking. You've got one now. Don't worry about it. It'll probably be gone by the next time we fucking see you, if we ever do see you. If you've still got it, then fuck me. You're at that age wonderfully.
He kept the bottle.
So have we caught up with Alucard yet, or is Alucard with us at the time?
Like Milo was saying his goodbye at the dock, so like everyone would be there.
I guess it'd be like the time when the ship was leaving. Because as soon as like Philip got his helmet, the ship was departing, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So then I guess we'll do the whole thing with Alucard with Philippe again, and then say goodbye.
Yeah, I already said
Um,
bad idea.
Milo says his goodbyes. The ship starts taking sail, moving through the Altorf River outside of City Altorf, passing by the massive large walls. Outside of the city is a military port just outside of the walls that has like many military ships docked, like massive ones with like hundreds of guns on the side and stuff like that. It's a majestic view to watch. And the barge takes sail, and Joseph steers it into what seems to be a man-made canal that he enters right next to a little small village on the side of the canal. The canal is barely wide enough for the Barabelli, Joseph is barge, to like fit through. So along the journey, every now and then, a barge coming from the opposite direction. It's always a problem when the two ships needs to like move past each other, because the Barabelli is just a bit too big compared to the other ships in this, and all the other sailors sailing by. yell curse words from their ships towards Joseph, towards the Barabelli,
Oh yeah.
which Joseph just like waves away and gives his thanks to the river god.
That's why I'm standing on the side. Yeah, I was flipping them off.
Flipping off the passing ships.
I was like, why am I over here on my own? Oh yes. Now I remember.
Oh, I've
We're
never
pushing
heard
them
that
all out of
word
the way and just
before.
like, haha, fuck you all.
Let me turn my noises back on of sailing ships and the forest from the tree lines next to the canal as you're sailing through it.
Sail!
Sail.
How it goes?
Yeah, sure.
Why has he got a skull hanging here?
That's just Warhammer. They love hanging skulls everywhere. It is the
Hello.
style of the day.
I'm still wondering. I'm like,
The remaining journey down the canal is slow going. The Barabelli is far too wide to allow barges going in the other direction to pass freely, so stops are frequent to allow narrow boats, ride barges, or more to pass. Not one of the encountered barge masters seems happy to see the Barabelli. Get your fat barge off the Weisberg! You're too big! Go home! They yell out all kinds of stuff, but Joseph just shrugs it off and wishes all passerbys the blessings of Bogenauer. And last time, I think Philippe asked like, what's Bogenauer? And oh my god, that was loud. Just petty cursing these other ships as they're going by.
no, they get flatulence. They all have. They all get farting. There we go. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no.
Too many beans.
You hear like farty noises coming from the other ship, and people just like, oh, what's happening? As Joseph is thanking Bogenauer, and Philippe is asking Joseph about Bogenauer, Joseph just says, it's the god of the river Bogen, which is the river you are on at the moment. Best to keep him happy in these parts. Chuck a vegetable in the canal, that should do. Is his advice to keep the river god happy.
I pick up Philippe and I throw him in.
I was about to say something along those lines, but I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to or not.
It's medieval times. There ain't no political correctness.
The lady rises out of the river and gives you a thumbs up, then goes back down.
She catches him in one hand and like lowers down like King Arthur catching the sword in the lake.
Was she fucking Terminator?
No, King Arthur in the lake. That's what
No,
that's
no,
from.
where she comes up and puts a thumb up.
Yeah.
Then out of nowhere, it starts to rain rather heavily. And Joseph tells, oh, in these conditions with the rainy weather, we're gonna have to slow down. Unfortunately, I think our journey has just been extended by at least 3 days.
Or
Or
I can try
I
this.
have something for this.
a dome around the ship.
Well, we'll see how well I cast it. Yes! I have magic for this. Empire boys, don't tell.
I feel a disturbance with the force or magic.
Minimizing the effects of rain. It's not going to stop it, but it should make it so it's not 3 days at least.
Yeah.
Yo, it's only a day and a half now. Let's go.
So target willpower bonus yards. How much does have a range?
21 yards in a circle.
Okay.
An AoE from where I'm standing.
Yeah. Okay, it won't cover the
No.
entire ship, but it'll cover like most of it enough to like pass through unobstructed by the rain. The river water of the canal itself is still like running wild and heavy because of all the rain still pushing back against the ship.
You're just waiting to see if I do another magic spell. No, I'll not do nothing. I'll let you do your story.
Yeah. And as the barge slows down because of this heavy rainy weather, there are many barges behind your barge, pretty much in a line, like in a traffic line, just being held up by your guys' barge. They are not too heavy. They're still like cursing at Joseph, but the rain is like muffling their noise. You just hear like voices from a distance. You travel during the day through this like rainy weather, and every night in these next 3 days, the Barabelli stops at one of the lockside inns, where you can relax by a warm fire as you have a drink and sample the local fare, and possibly hear a rumor or two.
Sure.
Yo, brothels, let's go.
Okay, so you stop at like the first like roadside inn. It's just a big like, I said roadside, but it's like riverside inn. A big like riverside inn for travelers and all these like barge people to come through. So it's pretty much like a truck stop, but for like for riverboats with like a diner, tavern kind of area next to it with a nice fireplace. There's a few people in there, other barges that have parked for the night that are ready to turn in. You can do a gossip test if you're just listening around or like asking around for some like rumors.
Sure.
How far is like the deck above water in yards?
The deck of the ship.
Like from here to the water.
I think it'll be like around 6 yards, so
Oh, I'm okay.
3
If I'm-
squares.
Yeah, running water 2 yards, not good. Not good,
Yeah.
but time for me. I'm good.
Yeah, the
I'm
ship
good.
is
I
going
could
through
cross
running
here.
water, but you are not going through running water, I guess. But every time
Yeah.
you cross the plank to like go on land and stuff like that.
I was just wondering, yeah, how high up the deck is. I was like, But I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay, cool.
Just don't fall in.
Yeah, you see, while you are on this barge, there seems to be Joseph and 3 crew members. One looks like a guard that is just patrolling the ship, not really doing any tasks. He seems to just be there to guard the supplies and whatnot. Another one is working, doing the rigging of the sails and all that other stuff, and that's being assisted by another person. So 2 of them are working on the ship, and one is just patrolling, like guarding the ship. Would you like, while you're spending time on the ship, like try to get to know any of them? Like the little,
The ship crew?
yeah, like the little interior area, like the inside of the cabin. I'll just drag you in there so you can see it. It's not that big. It's pretty much just like
Oh, hello there.
pretty much just like 3 tables in there, like a big one, and 2 like smaller ones. So while you're eating and drinking and stuff like that, you'll definitely run
Alright,
into
Conna.
the crew.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy looks like Zolnat.
Who?
Look over there. Go with that.
Yo, Zona, is that you?
Zolnat, have you stuck aboard?
Zolnat? What?
I
I
mean,
don't trust him. Definitely Zona.
I pull this hood down.
Oh,
Wait,
it's
is
a
this-
woman.
No, I guess.
Oh, no, sorry. My mistake. You look an awful lot like a priest friend we just left back in the city.
Okay, and
Please?
Excluded, now playing
Was that a
as
table?
Hitch, since this is a new character.
Is that a
As he pulls the hood down, give us like a quick description of what you look like.
Let's see.
Are you submissive and breedable?
Yes, that's the first part I was
Right,
going to
sweet,
do.
yeah, first thing. Ticked off, mate, sweet.
Let's see. Blonde hair, blue eyes. I look like I'm tired, and I haven't been sleeping well. What else can I say?
Do you look like a superior race?
Do you look like someone that a man with a pencil mustache would really like?
I don't know. Why are you asking this
Hitler.
question?
Blue eyes, blonde hair,
White.
superior.
I was just sitting down. I guess before this coming, I was sitting down, I was just smiling until 2 people just came up and asked me questions and pulled down my hood.
You're sitting here alone, just smiling to yourself.
I mean, come on. you can
This is
appreciate
very
all-
creepy. What the fuck?
Hey, look, come on. I'm just happy I got some money, okay?
I don't know this. So, like, from my point of view, it's fucking creepy. You're just sitting smiling to yourself, looking really tired. It's like, you just get fucked? What the fuck was this?
No.
Maybe he's delirious.
Yeah, how are you?
You alright, lad?
Yeah, I'm good.
You look,
Have you been taking any substances?
yeah, you look a little out of it.
dehydrated. Yeah.
Two of you said two things, and I could barely make out what both of you said.
He's hysterical.
Yeah. There's only
Hey.
one of us here.
Oh,
Which
is
one
there?
is it?
It's, yeah. Man, you start swapping places.
Uh,
Good one, Krusty.
I guess I haven't really been sleeping well, have I?
No, you look off.
Yeah.
What's with the
he's-
bandage?
Well, you get hurt sometimes working on the boat.
Do you get hurt often?
Wouldn't say really often.
Your friend Violet, Conna.
Oh, I mean,
Captain doesn't beat you or something, do you? You're not like a cabin boy or something?
No,
I mean, he's a violent drunk who drinks a lot, but besides that, he's quite jolly.
no, he was the one that offered me the job, and I accepted because I was a bit desperate for money.
Why?
Well, I've been traveling a long way, and it is quite expensive. You know,
You're not a travelling whore, are you?
no, I'm not. Hey, but for the right price.
Grace, can I do a smell check to see if I can smell STDs on him?
Sure, that would be perception.
Smell
Do you
the
have
STD.
anything boosting sense smelling?
Excuse me, I used to be #1 seller at of the Church of Katia. Thank you very much. So this is definitely an expertise, Grace.
Just average.
Oh shit.
Marginal success. Do you have
Do I
any
smell the semen
STDs?
on him?
No, Chris.
No, I mean, it smells like, like a worker that's been working on the ship. Like, not the best, like, not fresh smelling, but he definitely doesn't smell diseased. And as you started talking to this gentleman, you noticed that he was in the middle of looking over a map that's like this roughly drawn thing that's in the middle of the table.
What's this? A map of the riverways?
Is it Chris?
It is, and it's a trapping you have in your inventory. It is a map of the area between Altorf and Bogenhaven where you're going, marking the route of where the river barge is gonna travel.
Yeah, it is. It's to see where we're gonna travel.
We're going here. I point to Bogenhaven or whatever.
Yeah, Buckenheim. That's our stop.
Not very imaginative people by the sounds of it, to be honest. I mean, there's a festival of Bogenhaven in Bogenhaven, and we're on the river Bogenhaven.
The river Bogen. Town is called Bogenhaven.
I can be mistaken, Chris. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Let him correct me.
I mean, it's not as grand as calling somewhere, the Empire or Batonia.
This whole mess is the map that you're currently looking at.
Well, keeping it simple is best.
You're right there, Philippe. You've been very quiet this whole time while you're sitting right next to us by the table.
Altorf is over there.
Fucking helmet off.
That's where you started from, and the red dotted route is the route you are following.
Chris, does Philippe still has his on in China?
Of course he does. He's a prick.
I assume
Excuse
so,
me.
yeah.
Could you tell your friend to turn that light off?
Good luck with that. We've been
Yeah,
trying to get
yeah.
him to do that for our entire journey. He's a dickhead.
Yeah.
I see. So you also have all of them.
He is a problem child.
You had many encounters with Bretonians of the knightly disposition.
I side eye you.
You know what I'm talking about when I say it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're one of the better ones.
Oh yeah. Hello, Cart. Are you currently in your human form? Like, are you
Yeah.
hooded and stuff?
Well, if it's pissing with rain and stuff, I'm not hooded.
Yeah,
I've
and
got my
you're
helmet off.
inside now, like in the
Yeah.
cabin of the ship.
I always, if anytime like I'm being social and it's not outdoors in the sun, my helmet's off.
Okay.
But I'm in my armor. Mostly because it's a bitch to take it all off.
Yeah.
The old pieces were easier, the custom stuff, but this entire piece that was found in Strad's castle is one piece. It's a bitch.
Oh god, it's the One Piece.
Mm.
So you talk.
Don't beat his wheel.
You talk with the crew. You meet Hitch. Dinir? Is that how you pronounce your last name?
I'm pretty sure we agreed on Pioneer.
Dinir.
Yeah.
I love the diner.
And
Pioneer.
Ismar Uthart
That's she.
is another crew member.
Oh, Chris.
Oh, there's more. I assume I would know him since I
Yeah,
wasn't.
you've worked together. And the local guard,
Good lord, that man's fingers are like sausages.
Don't point those dirty green sausages at me.
Hartlip Wertfell. You joined these gentlemen together with Joseph at the first Riverside
What the
Inn where you park for the night.
Have you got a shield gun?
It's where I store. It's where I store my gun.
Right, if I ask what happened to your leg, lad? Or sir, I should probably pretend to be younger than I am.
Oh, it's a mighty fine tale, an adventurous tale. Would you like to join me over a drink as I tell you all about it?
No. yes, I'd like that. Something to pass the time.
Yeah, in the inn you join him. One stormy night, just like this, I was out patrolling the deck of another river bar when I heard a scraping noise at the sound of the ship. On further investigation, my curiosity got to the better of me. Lifted my lantern over the edge of the boat as a tentacle-like, tongue-like appendage wrapped around my neck, pulled me underwater. And that's where I saw him. A stirpike, the size of 2 horses. It was massive, but it didn't look right. It had swelling and tentacles coming out of it like it was corrupted or something. And as I was swimming for my life, it took a bite and just jumped my leg straight at the knee. The other crew members managed to pull me back onto the ship, and a local doctor did surgery, closed it up as best as he could, but I lost my leg forever that day. But I'm still a capable guard.
Intuition.
Okay.
This is a tall tale. Is it true?
That
Go
makes
for it.
sense. You try to read him. Like he's definitely he's into his drink. He's playing up the story a bit. But as you look at the leg, it has you can see markings of a bite wound. Something did bite of his leg. That part is definitely true.
Okay. That's quite a tale.
Aye. Most river travel is uneventful, boring days, not much happens, easy life. But every now and then you run into the weirdest situations that you can't even imagine. Any strange creature roam these lands.
GM setting up an encounter. Got it.
I was going to ask, with the gossip that I rolled earlier, did I hear any tall tales about
forgot about that.
monsters?
We're in the tavern now, aren't we?
Yeah, I kind of trailed off
You're
back
just
to
using
the
this.
ship once I already was at the tavern. But yeah, you're at the
sort of gave it
tavern.
up.
Bastard.
You did a gossip test, and so did Hitch, but he is AFK for the moment. You rolled a success level of +1. You hear some people say, don't buy any horses from Schaffenfest. The watch stopped a drover from Everland trying to sell a mare with 9 eyes blistered in her mouth. He's now hanging from the east gate.
What?
Oh god,
What
don't
does that
tell,
sentence even mean?
don't tell the Bretonian that a horse got killed.
Mm.
From what I can tell, it was mutated.
I'm going to see about purchasing some supplies for the horses.
Did they hang the horse or the owner? That's a question.
You saying that the horse was hung?
No.
Brr.
And yeah, this is like a roadside inn. They have little bit of stock for traveling barges that are going back and forth. They have a little bit of a shop, so to speak, but nothing too crazy. They don't really sell weapons or armor or anything, like no blacksmith nearby.
Yeah. I'll just purchase some hay for the horses if they have it, or carrots or whatever they got.
Yeah, like roadside travel supplies, they definitely have.
And I will sell Milo's cap because he never said he was taking it with him.
Sure.
Do you want some money?
No, I got plenty. There you go.
Okay, because again, are you also buying my horse?
Yeah.
Some veg? Oh, Kushti.
I mean, it's not for mine. I whispered to him,
Yeah, sorry. Acting up. Not acting up,
It'll be a silver or 12 brass, I believe.
I'm adding it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 brass. There you go.
Buy supplies for the horses. On the they get loaded on the ship. They have personnel here that do it for you. You're spending the night here. All the costs of the rooms and stuff is being covered by Joseph as part of your employment on working on his barge.
What does he actually had us do other than just defend it?
Yeah, sorry, someone called me, so I have to go. For a minute.
You have to go?
You have to go now.
No, not like
Okay.
why I left. Is because someone called me.
Oh, okay.
You're mainly hired as guards, to protect the ship during the travels, and a lot of it had to do that because he knows Conan from the past, so he's like, yeah, he's a good lad. I'll take him and his friends on for a trip.
So, what did Hitch come with us?
Yeah, you're in the bar as well, Hitch. You did a gossip test. You did a success level of 4.
Yep.
You hear there's a tale that a twin-tailed comet was spotted over Lachenbad, but seen nowhere else. This
I'm totally gonna remember that name, Chris.
I like a butts too.
you like a butt.
I like in big butts that I cannot.
Sorry, you don't mean to keep on interrupting you, just these names.
I do.
Yeah, you spent the night around a nice fireplace. Are you gonna sleep here for the night?
I'm gonna sleep on the ship.
Okay.
If there is a bed available.
There are no spare rooms in the ship.
I'll just chill up there where I met. Did Hitch introduce himself?
I kind of left this one.
Yeah,
I met the blonde boy.
You got what he looked like, but I don't think names were set.
No, I'll
We
go,
called him Zolnat,
I'll
and that was it.
I'll just chill up where we met the blonde boy.
Okay.
I'll just chill up here and get some sleep, laying on the table. Not like on top of it, but like half, sitting, half sleeping.
Yeah.
Chill out, get
Room
some
and
rest.
board is provided by Joseph. Nothing really happens during the night at the inn, unless if you, as the players, are wanting to do something.
I
do
wanted
want to do something.
feed the horses and then go for sleep, and I'm staying on the ship just to keep guarding it because that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'll let you say your thing first and then I'll say mine.
Thank you. Did Joseph tell me to stay on the ship or to do whatever I want?
You and the other two crew members and Joseph have places to sleep on the ship, but there are no cabins for travelers on the ship, so you can stay on the ship if you want to.
Hey.
There are your hangers, hanging from the side in the cabins and stuff like that you can sleep in.
Alright.
Now, this will go on for the next 3 days, where you sail through the Canal, annoying other barges with how big your barge is. Alucard probably cursing and flipping them off.
Probably.
Stopping every night at an inn for rest because there's not enough place to sleep on the actual ship. And Joseph is covering all the costs for the inns. During these 3 days of travel, you can do a special type of endeavor called a travel endeavor.
Mm.
The choices
Okay.
are to forage, gather information, keep watch, map the route, practice a skill, recuperate, or while the ship is like parked at the inns, you can also do woodcraft.
What is a practice a skill? Just get a new skill?
Practice a skill. The monotony of travel represents the perfect time for many characters to practice their skills for their coming trials. A character may perform a challenging +0 test against a single skill that would be possible to practice while traveling. Navigation, trade, herbalism, language, wastelander, and so on. Success means that the character may reverse the result of one test using that skill during the following adventure or any subsequent stages of travel. So you can pretty much pick one
Done this
of
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can pretty much pick one of your skills, and if you succeed on practicing that skill, anytime during the adventure, if you roll that skill and it's a bad roll, you can reverse it to make it better.
What's woodcraft?
Woodcraft is through the canny understanding of the land and a good nose for the weather, you may alleviate the worst of any harsh weather you encounter. Attempt a challenging outdoor survival test modified by -10 per step. The weather is away from fair. On a success, you and your companions do not need to test for exposure due to inclement weather.
Yeah, we're fine. We're on
Yeah,
the boat.
you
I've got my
got
comfort
your
spell.
dome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably do gather information.
Yeah. I'll gather some information about where we're going. About Bogenhafen.
Okay.
What's the festival like? What can I expect? Games and such.
And Conan?
I'm more interested to learn about what new creatures are around, so I can carry on with my book. Also, before the whole events and everything was done, could I, in the night, just start?
Oh,
Well, this is a
God.
question for you, actually, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
How much blood could I drain from myself without passing out or damaging myself? Well, yeah, again, my amulet heals me for a point of damage if I take damage, so... And also, so does the ring, so... How much blood could I get from myself?
I would use the bleeding effect in this. That's pretty much you lose one wound at the end of every round, so give or take like one wound every 6 seconds. So you would
Okay.
bleed out in X amount of time, depending on how much your current wounds is.
Okay. Because I'm obviously in a safe environment and I'm doing this carefully, how much blood, with my knowledge of surgery and anatomy of the human body, how much blood could I safely take from myself?
Well, since
Okay.
blood equals wounds in the game system, I would say pretty much as long as you have one wound left, you are good. So you can drain anything between 15 wounds of between 0 and 15 wounds of blood from yourself without passing out.
I'm gonna do half my health, Chris. Gonna get a big fucking load of blood ready.
Okay. How much is half your health?
Well, I'm on 16, so
8?
yeah.
Okay. What is how much is like in a bottle? Is it in ounces that you counted?
M.
Milliliters over here, but that's us.
How many pints of blood?
How many pints?
Is it a mega pint?
Mega pint. I'll say you get like 8 pints of blood. If a pint is just
Damn.
like a pint glass.
Damn, I've got a lot of blood. Okay then. And now the other question is, how much health do I get back, Chris? 'Cause I've also got the ring of the healing ring.
Yeah. You have to roll a d10. Yeah, for the regenerate, and it's at the start of each round. So every 6 seconds you can potentially do it. So you pretty much just over time heal back to full.
Okay, cool.
Do you have any critical wounds? You do not, right? Okay, then I'm not gonna let you roll like a d10 every 6 seconds, because potentially, if you had a critical wound, there would have been a chance there that if you get a 10, that you can get rid of a critical wound.
Okay, so I just put my health back up to normal.
Yeah, and you can add like, I don't know, in miscellaneous or something like 8 pints of blood.
Yeah.
Where are you storing this blood? Do you have like something to put it in?
Well, I'm gonna drink one of the wine bottles, Chris, and put it in that.
So you have a wine bottle filled with blood. And how are you going about draining blood from yourself? Do you just make a hole like in an artery or something and just like let it run?
Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much prick a finger, but each time I prick the finger, it heals up. So I'd probably I've got
Like
enough
one drop at
weaponry
a
or
time
whatever.
for an entire wine bottle? Okay, so you're gonna be doing that for a while. You just see Conna running around with like a bottle constantly under his finger.
I've got a plan. I want to test out the theory if I've got 2 theories that I want to test out. If you can get a vampire drunk by drinking a lot of alcohol and he consuming your blood, or does he taste the effect of half blood, half alcohol? Would it also affect him? Kind of
Okay.
deal.
Cool. So you also want to learn about like the creatures in the area. So I guess that also falls under gather information in this game. So all of you can do a challenging +0 gossip test. And you can ask me as many questions as success level you have scored. And I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities.
I've got -2, so does that mean you asked me 2 questions, Chris?
Yes.
I'll be back in a minute.
shit.
I'm going to quickly take my mug down.
All right. This. Oh,
You
get no
I guess I don't
questions.
ask the questions.
you ask the questions, but no one
Flat zero.
answers you. Oh dear. That was like you're weaker now or something.
Not really.
Yes,
I'm
you
the
are.
same. I'm the same level as my loss.
Yeah, you still have the experience, bitch.
I wonder
During
why I
these
wish
3
it happened.
days, you can learn about 3 things. Alucard, what would you like to know?
What's the Bogenhagen Festival like?
The Bogenhaven Festival. Find my notes. Schaffenfest was called, I believe. It is a fair that lasts for 3 days in the town of Bogenhaven.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What day are we gonna arrive on? The first day, second day, third day?
According to Joseph, you'll make it just there in time for the first day
Okay.
of the festival. Joseph will tell you that there's all kinds of stuff to do there. There are fair games. There is his favorite place, the beer tent.
Of course.
There are many brawls to be had there, entertainers running around, but you gotta be gotta pay close attention to your coin purse, because with so many people around with big crowds, it's easy for a thief to snatch it off you.
Oh, we'll see about that.
I'm back.
Let me see. Other questions. I'd asked the crew about the Zolnat looking motherfucker. What's his deal? Tell me his backstory.
There's all that looking mother.
I don't know
He
your name, you
likes-
never told me.
Yeah, fair. I just like the nickname.
He likes semen a lot.
I like singing songs about being in the Navy.
In
Yeah.
the Navy.
Do you know where you joined Joseph's crew?
On a boat. Sorry.
Exactly. There's no Chris, no. I mean, depends where they go.
Connor, have you heard of WD-40?
Sorry, it's just my dump truck of an ass. It's gained more mass while I haven't been working.
Yeah, he'll.
I'm trying to stay still.
The crew will say that they picked up a hitch in Marienburg, big naval town on the outskirts of the Empire, that you pretty much have to go through to go from the rivers to the ocean. That he has a bit of a faint accent, which makes the crew believe that he's originally from Bretonia. But have you talked a lot to the crew about your backstory, about you are, or are you just more like silently working and not really talking too much to the others?
I assume if they ask me, I would. But I'm not sure if Hitch would know that empires are racist. Hey, who knows? I mean, one of my parents is from the Empire. I could just pick an accent. A shitty one, but I could.
But yeah, he
He's Bretonian.
slight Bretonian accent. Not sure if he is Bretonian, but the crew has got an inkling that he might be. He's a hard worker. Does his work well.
Seems to be the youngest of the crew.
Yes, he is quite young, but you know, by Empire standards, 16 is old enough to be a man.
No, well, fair enough. I grew up in Musselong. I don't even know what the age of being a man is there. Let me see a third question. Let me think. How big is the GM's penis? Let me
In
see.
yards, an inch.
Millimeters, Chris.
Oh.
let's not exaggerate. Come on now. 69. Nate.
666.
Oh no. It's the number to be of the beast. Oh. Gossip test. I will ask them if they know anything, if they've heard any embarrassing tales about the captain.
Embarrassing tales about the captain.
Funny stories, something like that.
Well, you've seen Joseph. He likes his drink. He can't
Which is
really.
why I ask.
The man has no breaks when it comes to a good drink. He can't stop himself, which has led to many, way too many, some might say, accidents on the canals we travel. It wouldn't be the first time that he just hits the edge of the land with the barge when not paying attention while steering the ship. This one time he tripped over one of the cleaning buckets I left out on the deck while I was doing my work, and he just plunged head first into the river.
Oh no. Why do you follow him?
He pays well enough, and he's other than the drinking, he's a good sort. He's not. I've worked for stricter captains that are easier with punishing the crew than Joseph. He takes it easy on us.
Have I seen a brig my entire time staying here, Chris?
No brig.
Okay. Yeah. Not a dick. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm satisfied with those 3 questions.
Nice. Sorry, I wasn't very enthusiastic. Nice.
Nice. I just saw my mother taking a bath. Damn you, Joestar.
Nice!
Nice.
During you make your way back to the ship. During one of the travels, you are just doing your work on the ship, hitched together with your work colleague, I guess, Gismar, not Grismar.
Oh, and I guess I would have asked what the fuck his name is, but not him. I would have asked one of the crew since he didn't introduce himself. It's like, I wonder if he'd tell me something different. So I'll ask them what his name is.
During the 3 days of travel, you learn the crew's name. You learn about Hitch, the young-looking one, Gismar, the worker, and Hartlip, the guard, with the peg leg.
Yeah.
during one of these 3 days, while sailing the canal, along the road next to the ship, a patrol of road wardens rides up alongside the ship, keeping pace with the barge with their mounts.
Do they look anything like the guards that were from the town that were looking for us? Apparently, did I see them? I can't remember. No, I didn't. I've been told people are looking for us, so I know to be like,
It's like early morning. You see this group of road wardens following you along the town path. They are riding alongside the ship, and up ahead you're coming up to a lock, one of those like canal gates where there's like 2 of them, where they lower and raise the water on one side to like let ships pass.
This is an ambush. I'm gonna get the guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Philippe and everybody. Well, I guess just Philippe and Conna, and take them to the captain.
It's like a little picture of the road wardens just on their mounts, riding up alongside the ship.
Yeah, fucking Empire, fucking sigils on them. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab them and take them up to the captain.
Just after finishing the work, can I go like to Joseph to talk to him about something?
Yeah, sure. During your time doing your tasks, you definitely find enough time to go to Joseph. A lot of captains of these barges choose to not steer their ship themselves, but Joseph is adamant that he is the only one that gets to steer the ship. He doesn't let anyone else do it.
I guess I would find them at the steering wheel of the ship.
Yeah, at the helm.
Can I walk through the wall? No. Shit.
I'll get Conan and stuff, and like I said, tell him I think we're about to get ambushed by those lads in the road.
Joseph.
Get your sea legs on you, come on.
Joseph?
So yeah, you're there
I'm in
as
the middle
well,
of a conversation, do you mind?
I was not sure if we're doing this before the game or after.
Getting Conan and stuff.
Oh, Conan is there with you as well.
I
You
believe.
grab everyone.
Sorry, I was thrown overboard.
Oh, you don't do well on sea travel.
That's why I was telling them to get his sea legs.
So Hitch, you walk up the wooden stairs, you hear the creaking of the ship, the rain like clattering on the wood. You see the guests of the ship, the travelers, the hired guards, talking to Joseph just as you approach. Alucard, you're talking to Joseph.
Joseph, is it normal to be escorted along this part of the river? Going over towards the road wardens.
There are, I don't remember the voice I did for Joseph. Aye, laddie. I'm just gonna go Dwarven again, no. There are road wardens that patrol the roads alongside the canals. It is not too unusual to see them. They do seem to be keeping pace with our vessel.
I just worry because we're coming up to this gate.
They might want something.
All right, I'll keep an eye on them in case they're just people impersonating road wardens or something.
Yeah, and as you approach the gate and the barge slows down, the patrol catches up to the barge at the front. At the front of the patrol of road wardens alongside of the road. The person at the front raises his hand, yells out towards the barge. Hello there! Fine morning, is it? Good weather, as he stretches out the palm of his hand to feel the rain on it.
Not my ship.
Not my ship.
Yeah.
Hand on gun.
Joseph from behind the wheel yells over. Aye, the weather is always something in these parts. What can we do for you? We're just here to give you a fair warning about the upcoming lock. We've been sent here to investigate possible bandit activity in this area. Somebody in town arrived reporting that there may be bandits around the Heartskline lock. So we are here to investigate that. Do you guys do anything?
I just look intimidating and make sure the place doesn't get robbed. I put my hand on my gun and under my cloak, and that's about the height of it.
Okay.
I guess I'll I guess I'll yell thank you for the warning. I'll keep an eye out.
So, while you are in the process of traveling through the lock, would you mind if some of my men have a little look through your ship? Make sure no stowaways. No problem. Sergeant Glucker. No problem, Sergeant. You can look. We're not hiding anything. And the ship arrives into the lock. The first sluice gate opens. Water comes flowing through. The barge goes in. The one behind it closes.
I'm just gonna ask Joseph if he's got any weapons on him.
Yeah, he is armed from his belt. He has an axe hanging from his belt, and he has a crossbow on him as well.
Right, I'm just gonna just tell him to be prepared. I don't. Me and the guys have been around enough shifty characters in our time to, tell when something feels a bit fishy. So, have your wits about you.
The water slowly starts equalizing with the rest of the canal. Joseph says this is it's gonna take a while, around half an hour to an hour, depending on how well the mechanics work of these gates. Sometimes they get a bit feisty and don't want to work along with the rest of the travel. And there is next to the canal, there is a house of somebody stationed here to take care of the sluice gates to the canal. If you want to have a little walk around, stretch your legs, we can pull out a plank and you can go on land while these fine road wardens are taking a look through the ship.
I'd rather keep an eye on them, to be honest.
Aye, it's fine by me either way. He tells you Hitch to go and pull out a plank to let the road wardens onto the ship.
Alright. I was gonna ask you something, but okay. Which side this? The side of my own, or does it make a difference?
I'm just gonna go up to Alucard and just before the Avs go on, just say to him, "Are we going to follow them around the ship to make sure they don't plant anything or do anything shifty, or do we just act normal?"
I plan to. My job to guard the ship, and I'm making sure they ain't gonna touch my goddamn Pegasus. So.
Oh god, I'm in the water! Help!
And the better belly is just a token in this, but you're on the ship.
I just say to you, are you gonna use your invisibility, or do you want us to act like everything's normal on top of the deck and just pretend that we're going along with their shit? Or...
that thing can run out after a certain amount of time. I'd rather Empire boys didn't see me casting magic.
Okay. Well, I'll keep up. I'll just keep up here with Joseph and make sure that he's safe.
Make sure he doesn't say anything, considering he's drunk.
Yes. You know the drill by this point, boss. Also, I've got something that I want to try with you at some point.
I'm not having sex with you.
No. We've already discussed this, don't worry. Your loins are off the table.
They certainly are.
Besides, you already showed an interest in my mother and my brother at one point, so, that kind of is a rule.
Your brother flirted with me. He wanted to have sex with me. I didn't have an interest. I was just informing you that your brother was, bi or gay. And yes, I was going to fuck your mother if I had the chance. She was hot.
Yes, sir. I've been told that before, thank you.
You're welcome.
No. I want to, I've got a theory with blood, okay? And, I want to see if it works, okay? Obviously, I'll tell you about it when we're not dealing with fuckwits coming on board.
Hitch, you let out the plank. These road wardens, they help themselves onto the ship. You count 6 of them, led by one sergeant, so 7 of them in total.
There you go, Arjun.
He nods at you. Thank you for putting out the plank. We'll just have a little look around, go through the cargo a bit. Just a routine inspection, nothing to worry about.
Oh no, he's whipping it out.
The sergeant looks at you, Hitch. It's like, you're one of the crew?
I guess, yeah.
How many crew members?
It was me and two, right? Guess. So how many is there?
Yeah, just 3 of you and Joseph the captain, or are you counting the others as since they have been hired to guard the ship as crew now as well?
I would assume they would count them. So 7 of us.
Okay. Anything I should be wary about? Transporting any dangerous goods or anything? Any live animals?
I think we do have some horses.
My horse bites. Don't touch it.
But other than that, I don't think we have anything dangerous.
Your horse bites. Not well trained. Who are you, sir?
It's a war horse and it's trained to fight. I'm an adventurer. My name's Alucard Praven, also a knight of Bretonia. Pleasure to meet you.
An adventurer. A knight. Apologies, I did not realize I was speaking to somebody of a knightly order.
You do not need to bow to me, sir. I'm from Bretonia. I'm not of the Empire's knights. I don't really hold titles over people's heads. My friend, however, Philippe, who you'll see him, he has a big glowing helmet, will absolutely lord it over you.
Understandable. Well, just like not all Empire men are alike, not all Bretonians are the same, I suppose.
That's true.
What brings you to the Empire? While he's talking to you guys, the rest of his wardens are spreading out through the ship, like going through the cargo and stuff like that.
We were escorting a friend of ours to his homeland. Well, 2 friends actually, a priest and a villager, and we got them home, got them safe, and then we were offered a job here to head to a festival. It sounded interesting. We go where things are interesting, and we try to help out where we can. And basically, we're just going to check out this Bogenhaven festival.
I see. So you've been traveling this area for a while now.
You could say that. It's been so long that I can't actually remember how long.
While you were going to the canal, did you see anything suspicious alongside the road following the canal? Some people lurking in the forests or anything like that?
Now that you mention it, a bunch of road wardens came up and approached our ship. I smile.
Just like our group.
Yeah, it's just like your group, isn't it? What a coincidence. No, I'm just joking. So far, I've not seen anything suspicious. Just villagers, little hamlets, tiny little roadside inns that we've been pulling up to. The strangest thing has just been our alcoholic captain.
Okay. As you're talking to this man, you notice behind the group of road wardens walks a small, aged looking halfling lady that walks over to like...
That woman's got a gun.
She's got a crossbow. She walks over to like the mechanics of the front gate in front of the ship. And you very audibly, even from far away in her elderly voice, hear her swearing and like cursing up a storm. By the Bogen, this goddamn thing always getting stuck for...
Philippe, go help the halfling.
Okay. Something Philippe to go and do it.
Not my horse.
Oh, Bretonia, lady.
You're helping out a lady. See, that's what the lady would like. Oh fuck, he's broken the dam.
Snaps it off. No, it's open forever now.
Damn!
He gets the lever unstuck. He comes back to the group. The sergeant has stopped talking to you guys. He just is seemingly taking some notes on like some parchment that he's like putting up on like a barrel or something, like the nearest thing he could find, while the rest of his wardens are going through the ship. You hear them coming, reporting back to the sergeant. As you like listen in, you don't hear them say like that they found anything suspicious. It all seems to be pretty routine, checking the cargo and stuff. As Philippe come back, he'll tell you that he helped out the elderly woman fix the dam gate, that the water should be equalized and ready to go in about an hour or so, and that the elderly lady has invited the crew in for a meal if they wanted to.
All of us at W.
Yep. Isn't she just in that little tiny hut? There's a lot of us.
She says that her house is here. She lives here by the.
Oh,
By the,
that's just a
lock.
shack. Okay. Oh, I
Love
see it.
shack.
I suppose. Unless we have to stay here for any reason, I turn to the road warden who's like writing stuff.
No, I've got all the information I needed. It looks like your barge will be ready to go in a bit. I will leave you fine gentlemen to the rest of your travels.
May I ask, are you looking for anything in particular? Is there anything we should be worried about?
Somebody just came running in at our roadside warden station where we rest between patrols, saying that bandits were spotted in the area around the lock.
Okay.
We just happened to arrive here at the same time as your barge.
If they try to accost us, do you prefer them dead or alive?
The bandits?
Yeah, if they try to accost the ship and steal the cargo.
If it is possible to take them in alive for questioning, so we can learn more about their organization and possibly if they have a leader or something, that would be preferred. But we do hand out rewards to any adventurers turning in bandits dead or alive.
We'll do our best. Hopefully they don't try to accost the ship, but if we see them, we'll try to bring them to you.
Yes, and while he's talking to you, one of the other wardens was like speaking to the lady, taking her like
Measurements.
her measurements, her like what do you call it? Well, like her testify, I guess, testimony.
Yeah, testimony.
Yep.
Witness account,
Details.
etc., etc.
Yeah.
I swear Johnny Depp did hit me.
Lying bitch. That man never struck a woman in his life.
It's topical. Trying to think if Jack Sparrow ever hit one.
You got hit by him and said, yeah,
Yeah.
he deserved it.
I didn't just not sure I entirely deserved that. I might have deserved that.
I definitely deserved that one.
And he got slapped by the one on the dock as well.
Yeah. I think he gave her herpes.
If you go to the second
He stole a
tab
ship.
of that note that I just shared, if that shared the note, you see like a picture of the Arksklein lock of like its blueprint plan, I guess.
Yeah.
And you get like a little side view of what the house looks like.
Okay. He's got a sealed off garden. Nice.
Stay out of the garden.
The road wardens, once they're done taking everybody's like testimonies, they just ride off into the forest
Okay,
along
if
the
they're-
road.
If they're off the ship, I guess unless we're needed, I'll go tell the captain we've been invited for a meal if he wants to come along.
I'll leave Gizbar here to look after the ship while we're gone.
All right. Let's go take up the fine halfling lady in her offer, and I'll wreck her.
Oh no.
I was like,
Another halfling to add to my collection.
Philippe decides to stay on the ship.
Good.
I wonder
that's
why.
very unlike him. Why would he do that?
I need to kill someone.
Oh, I see. He's looking after his horse. He's scared about his horse falling overboard.
I steal his helmet.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Chris. I've got you this one fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, you approach this elderly-looking halfling, white, grayish, aged hair, an old-looking lady, but a small one. Yeah, as you approach, she greets you. Welcome to my humble abode. Would you like to have something to eat?
If we're not imposing.
Oh no, you weary travelers need to get some breakfast in you.
Where's the captain?
He's here. He's with you guys.
There he is. Thank you.
Joseph greets her. They seem to have like some prior knowledge of each other. Like Joseph comes by here quite often. Like,
Oh, does he now? Dirty bastard.
Henrietta, how are you in your old days? Is the sluice gate working any better? You know how it is. It works when it wants to. Empire Altar officials promised that some engineers were gonna come over and look at the damn thing, but I haven't seen them yet. Now there's
could probably
rumors
help with
about
that, Conna.
now there's rumors about bandits in the area. Troubling news. But yes, you and your friends do come in. Guide you inside our house. It's a nice little house for what it is.
Nice little house for a nice little woman. There you go, Anaconda, man.
It's so small.
The first area is like a desk area.
Oh my god, there's giants in here. Oh god, there's a chest. Well, the wrong door.
Please take a seat. Take a seat. What would you?
I like
gentlemen
Gandalf. I like Gandalf in Bilbo's house here, or is it a normal sized house?
It's a normal sized house. Like it's
Okay.
a human built house with a halfling living in it.
Alright. Yeah, I was just wondering because that desk was tiny compared to my toga. I was like, am I
Yeah.
huge?
And
Right,
she
I've got
living
it.
in luxury.
I was just making some soup from local vegetables that I grow in the garden. Would you like some?
Sure, that'd be lovely. I take out my amulet of thresh breast copper and put it in my hand.
She pours out some bowls of soup into like wooden bowls, hands it to the four of you, to Joseph, to Gordon,
Does my
Hitch, and,
amulet glow?
Alucard.
It glows when there's poison.
Is it poisonous, Chris? Is what you're saying? It's got high traces of cholesterol in it. Oh no, love.
Blah blah blah. No
Ah,
magic
blah, blah, blah.
anything. Order the amulet destroyed. Poisoning by a cultist noticed it changed color when it came close to poisoned wine. It was lost when the captain got stabbed at night. Yeah, okay. I love the description of that thing, but I should just put like what it does in like a single line so it's easier to find.
I know what it does. Detects poison.
It,
We used to have a priest that did that.
The fact that you're not just saying no is worrying.
It does not change color.
Why didn't you say no, Gris?
Chris, do I sense chaos?
Gris.
Yeah.
Gris is. Considering the amount of times I've used it, there isn't a distinct smell of any night drugs, is there? Such as nightshade?
You smell the soup. It seems to be a mix of all kinds of vegetables.
Okay.
You detect some carrot in there, some herbs and whatnot, some spices. There are too many like smells going through each other to really like
Ooh,
construct
this
it
can-
down into like all of the ingredients.
This is work out another one of my theories. Alucard, do you want
Yeah.
some extra sauce for your soup?
I don't think I'll be having too much soup. I ate before I got here. You want an extra
Damn
bowl
it.
of soup, lad? As I push it towards Hitch.
Sure.
Look like you need some meat in your bones.
Thank you. Sure.
You
hey,
know
I'll
you're
see you.
underfed.
Yeah, you'll notice, like, even though my token looks older than it is, that even though I look exactly the same age as you, I'm talking down to you like you're younger than me.
I mean, hey, I can't pass down on free soup.
There you go.
That's the best type of
Thank
soup.
you. I guess when we was Joseph the whole time. Did people usually yell at him, or is that an?
On the canal? No, that happens all the time. Like his boat is like too big for the canal. He is known as the like annoyance of this route.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him, like, Joseph, why does everyone start yelling at you whenever you departure?
Big dick boy.
My old barge, the Barabelli, it's a bit too big for this route, but this trade route pays well, so I refuse to give it up. They know me. They're used to it. They're just venting. doesn't bother me.
So what you're saying is they're never gonna give you up.
Aye.
Never gonna let you
He
down.
takes like a big gulp, like it just downs the entire like bowl of soup. Are the rest of you drinking your soup?
Yeah.
Give it to Hitch.
Okay. Everyone except Alucard needs to make a very hard endurance test.
Motherfucker.
God,
Alucard was just so suspicious of this whole thing. It's like, this is way too friendly.
Oh, are you enjoying your soup, laddie?
Oh, it's terrible.
She wasn't eating with us. She only put out 4 bowls. Alucard was just
Hey,
like,
let's go.
Did you say very hard?
Yeah.
Very hard, yeah. Minus
Shit.
30.
I'm gonna have the shits in I.
Is Hitch going to have to do 2 because he's drinking 2 bowls?
Yeah, you got 2 bowls.
I mean, come on. I'm like eating them like one after the other.
Fine, you can get away with your one very hard roll for your 2 bowls.
Oh shit.
Both, Joseph seems to be just like slumping in his chair, like just fast asleep. And Conan, you feel like your eyes are getting very heavy. It's becoming more and more difficult to like stay awake. Hitch, you're just gulping down the soup. You feel nothing.
Do I see them both sleeping?
Conan? You alright?
I don't.
They are visibly getting like Joseph is just out and Conan is like falling.
He's a
asleep.
drunk. But Conan's worrying.
I don't feel too good.
You good there, lad?
What did you put in this soup?
Oh my, your friends are awfully tired. It must have been a tiring trip. Just
shit.
vegetables grown in the garden.
Have some.
Grist.
I pick up the other bowl that Hitch hasn't eaten and say, have some.
Oh no,
Great.
I'm full. I've had enough already.
Start
Kill
walking
her.
towards her with the bowl.
Oh no,
It's very rude to like not eat with your guests, right?
yes, quite, but it's all for you, for my esteemed guests.
I drop the bowl and cast sleep on her. I don't get criticals or minors. It's critical and a minor at the same time, but I don't get them because of my thing.
Okay. Yeah, you
Which
just
time
like
does that again? You know I have it.
you lay your hand on her shoulder.
Mhm.
And like as soon as Alucard touches her, from like other's perspective, you see her all like her eyes roll back into her head, and she just like crumples onto the floor, like falls asleep, still breathing. Like you can tell that she's still breathing.
I cast sleep on her again, just because when people hit the floor, they usually wake up.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it again.
What did you do to her?
Magic lad. I cast sleep. She seems to have put something in the soup. I
Uh,
understand
since
the
her-
drunk passing out, but Conan is not long awake.
Since her token is like right by the couch, I'll say she falls backward and like slumps into the like red velvet couch.
Yeah, normally I try to catch him, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. Pass out.
I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
like gently like slap Conan in the face, see if I can wake him up.
Probably a herb. You might not be able to wake him up.
Mm,
Let me try and check
Just slap
out
him
this soup.
a couple of times. It doesn't seem to do anything. You slap harder.
and no.
Alrighty, I pull out my rope and I tie
Okay.
the lady up. Well, actually, I pull
Yeah,
out
okay.
I've got manacles. I'll pull that in my cloak slot. I'll use them.
Okay, do you grab like the weapons that she has on her, like from her?
I'll tie her hands up first with the manacles, like shackle, like prison cuffs, oldie timey prison cuff, and then I will search her to see if she has any night drugs and such on her.
Like that's the full token.
Yeah.
Picture.
So
she
basically,
has like
she's-
a sword and stuff.
She's losing any weapons, jewelry that could be enchanted, and then I'm checking her bag for night drugs, and then I'm going to inspect the soup. Sorry about this, lad. I'm not robbing her. I just want to make sure she's not armed and no more drugs and magic up her sleeve.
Yeah, that's reasonable. She knocked 2 of us out.
I'm not sure if it's just because he's a drunk, but he was literally just
What?
throwing up. He's not passing out that quickly from fucking soup.
You go through her stuff and you find a note on her that is very crudely written, like it's seemingly written by somebody that has a very basic understanding on how to read and write.
Milo.
And The note seems to be detailing a threat from somebody. Like it's not signed by a name or something, but it says, "Dear Henrietta, you better honor our deal, wherein you keep providing us with more unconscious travelers that travel past your canal route, and in trade, we'll leave you and your nice house alone. We know that you're an old lady that lives there all by herself, and the road wardens can't be there all the time."
I put her up. I put her on the. I assume this is a chair.
Yeah, and
I put her in that chair.
at the bottom of the note, it says,
Oh.
like
Small.
always, once you have put the travelers to sleep, just put the special type of wood in your possession in your fireplace, which will billow out a colored smoke, which is the sign for them to come and pick up the asleep people.
Perfect. Perfect. I read this out loud for Hedge's benefit.
So what do you want to do? You want to signal them in and
I think we should try to wake Conan up. We'll use the captain here, and we'll alert the ship. I think that's probably the best idea. Would you mind alerting the ship? I'll get this lady tied to a chair.
I'll go ahead and do that while we try to figure out how you're gonna wake your friend up.
I'll pick her up and tie her to a chair.
Okay.
Alucard, do you want to bathe with me? I don't see why not.
Stuck in asleep.
Alright, I'll tie her up. And does she have anything else on her? Just normal weapons?
Yeah. She has a bit of money on her, like a pouch with money, a crossbow pistol, her sword. She's wearing like leather jerking under her goofy, like kinda commoner shirt. She has bolts on her for
I'm
the
not gonna
crossbow.
strip her naked.
Titterlies.
She has a guild license on her, seemingly
A
from
guild
some
license?
sort of engineering guild.
Oh, I'll have a look at that.
I thought you said a guilt license. I was like, oh no.
Pretty much a license saying that she is part of the engineering guild from the Reichland. That she seems to have made it past students to the rank of full-fledged engineer, but not quite master engineer or higher.
I am so tempted to throw this into the fire, but... Alright, I'm gonna roll that up and put it in my pocket.
Yeah, and being an engineer, she has like tools on her, like a hammer, some like spikes and nails, all that kind of stuff.
I take all that stuff off, and I'll go through it in that room over here. Let's see, is this an empty room? This is an empty room. Throw it all in there.
What the fuck's she not wearing shoes, the heathen?
Halfling.
Halfling.
Oh, do they not make halfling shoes?
They've got bigger feet, so they typically go barefoot, and their feet are harder.
Show-offs.
And you're asleep.
Feet. Oh, she got such big feet, Alucard.
Trace. What's in the chest?
It's like a lock room, and you open the chest, and it seems to be where she's storing stuff that she needs to maintain the lock, the sluice gates and stuff like that. So, like a crowbar, a hammer, like that kind of stuff, like trade tools to maintain the stuff. Some like a can of oil, like fix squeaky chairs and stuff.
Conna.
And this room next to here that was unlocked is it's a metal gate, so it's some sort of cell.
Stop bullying me,
well,
I
I
will
threw all our
come.
stuff in there, it's fine.
Yeah.
if it's open. Right. I guess I'll check upstairs, make sure there's no one else in the house. We never even looked around.
Okay, yeah, you go through all the rooms. I'll drag your token up there, but I'll
Where's
just
the map? Cool.
describe the
Yeah.
areas. There is a bedroom, a kitchen is upstairs, and a parlor. And then there is a spiral staircase that leads up to a watchtower that peeks out of one side of the building.
Ah, the
This is part of
kitchen.
Justice
This
League.
is what I'm looking for. Right. Let's see what the fuck she put in there. I will look around to see if I can find any suspicious looking herbs like nightshade and such.
Okay, do me a perception.
Okie dokie.
An astounding success. That's perfectly. You you find like a couple of bags of a crunched up, grinded up, some sort of herb that is being kept separate from the rest of her ingredients, like from her own grown vegetables, like her carrots and stuff like that. Like it seems to be kept separate in a little wooden locker, far away from everything else.
Can I do a lore herbs to see if I know what herb it is?
Sure. It is all like grinded up and stuff. It is difficult to tell, but you know your herbs.
Ooh. Not well enough.
Yeah, no, but you know, like you give it a whiff, you like rub it between your fingers. You're not too certain why, but it gives you a distinct impression that it is elven.
I don't know much about elven herbs. I've only got one type in my bag.
Yeah, it is definitely not a common herb found in the Empire, in human lands.
Right, this is evidence. I'll grab the box and bring it downstairs.
So, Chris, what types of dreams am I having right now?
You still have your like you have bad dreams thing?
I do not, but I apparently, we went through this earlier, apparently I do have a trauma now, fucking,
yeah.
That can also come into nightmares, apparently.
Do me a cool test.
Oh, you an asshole. She's literally one of my worst stats. Just average.
Yeah.
Or is this like a proper deep sleep?
Yeah.
Failure, no.
Cobras!
In your dreams, you keep thinking back of all the chaos influence that has like affected you during your travels so far. How you were 100% certain that Slanesh had influence on you, but that you have a suspicion that other chaotic entities might be having some sort of influence on you as well.
Corn flat out said it.
Yeah.
And he was in that magic realm. The other guy's like, hey, Corn and Slanesh are trying to fuck you or whatever.
How do you
Everybody wants
mentally
a piece of me.
feel about that, Corin? Do you accept the gifts of the Chaos Gods, or are you actively trying to like oppose it? Are you fighting back against these like dark forces?
I mean, I'm trying to be a lot better and trying to learn from my mistakes. So I am trying my best to not be influenced, but I am just a weak man. So if I slip up, Chris, I slip up.
Okay.
I am trying my hardest though to try not let Daddy Alucard down.
Okay, cool. You get like you're having a dream, a nightmare. You find yourself wearing a robe and a hood, sitting shotgun next to somebody else driving a carriage as you're going through a muddy forested path with trees on both sides. You hear many animalistic noises coming from between the trees, both left and right of you. It seems to be surrounding you, closing in, getting ever closer, like tightening. You feel yourself suffocating. It's becoming harder to breathe. How does Dream Corin react to this, riding on the carriage?
Okay. Do I see anything like restraining me or holding me back or?
No, you are. You seem to just be a passenger on this carriage.
You know what, Chris? I'm gonna pray.
Oh.
Because I don't see anything to punch. There ain't no point punching. And I've learned if you can't see something, you better, take it up with a higher power. Where the fuck is my prey gone? I can't find it! There it is.
Success. You fade away. You're no longer on the carriage. You seem to be in some sort of basement, part of a ritual. There are other people around you. You seem to be part of a circle of people chanting chants towards a clearly chaotic symbol that you've seen in the past during adventures before, like very similar looking to what Lady Nacht was doing in her basement. No, was it Nacht? No, not
Wachter.
Wachter. Lady Wachter was doing in her basement with her fellow quote-unquote cultists that didn't really know what they were doing.
I don't think I was there for that.
Okay. Well.
No, I'm just giving you a heads up because I'm like, I don't think I was there for that, so I wouldn't know.
You're in a basement. There is a chaotic-looking symbol. You do not recognize it of any of the Chaos Gods. It's all like warped and muddy in your dream, but it feels chaotic to you. And there are other people with you, and you're all standing in a circle chanting chants towards the center of the circle, as a small spark ignites in the middle, and a light starts to like intensify in the middle as the chanting goes louder and louder. You flash back to being on the carriage, but this time the carriage is overturned. You see the horses laying dead in the muddy floor, being cut open by a man with an axe. As the man like turns to you, he doesn't have the face of a human. He has an animalistic head, dog ears, cow nose, like just very like messed up looking.
That's terrifying.
You see him like raise with his free hand, raise a pistol up to you. Just you hear a bang, and do me another cool test.
Oh god, man, bringing the heat to me, Jesus. All I wanted was a peaceful sleep. Oh no!
Marginal success. Last thing you see is a bullet going through your head, straight into the forehead, and you shoot awake. You're 100% awake again.
Shit! Oh god!
You come to in this lady's house. You see Joseph still sleeping next to you. You see the elderly halfling Henrietta passed out as well, tied up to one of the couches. There's nobody else there with you. Meanwhile, Hitch, you went to the ship.
Yep, torn them.
Okay, you go to the other
I've
crew
pissed
members.
myself.
I'll just tell them that the bandits might attack us soon, so everyone should be prepared for a fight.
Okay, they get their weapons ready. The guard gets to his guard duty. Oh, don't worry, I can fight off a few bandits, even with my peg leg.
Yeah, I mean, you got a pistol. I'm sure that'll make them afraid. Then I guess after warning them, I'll be going back to see what we're gonna do.
Okay, you walk back into the house. You see Conan is back awake. He's confused, like looking around. Doesn't seem to be sure what is happening. Alucard seems to not be there anymore. You did not see him leave the house, so it's safe to assume that he went up a floor.
Oh, you're finally awake.
I'd imagine you might be able to hear me, like, on a like stone and wooden floor, like clumping around
you
in
hear
my
like
armor.
the floorboards above you like creak as somebody's like walking around.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Have I pissed myself?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit. At least I didn't
Spilled
shit
some soup
myself.
over himself.
Yeah. You were trying to cross the border.
Okay, so
Go.
I was about to slap you for your Skyrim joke, good sir. Get away that shit once.
I was gonna make one earlier about the guy getting hit in the leg, but
I was thinking about it as well. Decided not to.
How old is Skyrim now? It's like
I like how
7 years,
excited
right?
you got there, because you're like, "Yeah."
It had its 10-year anniversary like 2 years ago or something, so...
Well, yeah.
2021. It came out in November the 11th, 2011. I know that because that's my birthday, and I played Skyrim all day with my friends. We all put it on. We put it on 3 separate screens. Got our consoles together. We played Skyrim, and my mate was like swimming around as an Argonian underwater, going, "Look at me! Look at you're a stupid human!" And I'm just like, "Yep." And he turned around and he was like, "Wait, how are you casting infinite magic?" And I goes, "Doesn't matter. You're a stupid lizard. You can breathe underwater. You don't need to know." And I'm just like, casting infinite enchantments.
And it has only come out like 5 times since then.
Maybe more. And then
Yeah.
we charge for VR and special edition, legendary edition, complete edition, ultimate special bollocks edition, and Fallout 76 edition. Wait, no, that's a different game.
I was gonna say, ironically, I think it's come out more times than GTA at this point.
Definitely not as much as Resident Evil 4, though.
Yeah. But yeah, you're in the house, you're confused, you've just woken up, Hitch walks in, Alucard is upstairs, moving about, you hear like the creaking on the wood.
What happened to me?
Well, we assume she used some herbs to try to knock us out.
Yeah, and you know about the note, Hitch, because Alucard like read it aloud.
Yeah, from your friend searched her and found the letter. Apparently, some people were threatening her to bring unconscious people, or they're gonna kill her. Apparently, so that's why she tried to knock us out.
Okay, I'm assuming we're gonna hide in the house, and when they get here, just like beat the shit out of them.
I believe from the letter, we need to throw something in the fire to signal for them to come over here.
Okay,
So we could prepare an ambush.
I'm gonna take Joseph here to the ship, and
I'm pretty sure your friend said he was gonna use Joseph, as the unconscious man they're gonna get, so that if they see no people unconscious, they're probably gonna run away.
well, my idea is I pretend to be unconscious, and when they come to take all these, as I jingle my big chest chain, Chris, that has a lot of money in it, or my bling at him, and just say,
Yeah.
use me as a dummy, where obviously I feel more confident in my skills. I don't know how well he's going to be at fighting. I know him mostly for being a drunk, so I'd rather him be on the ship.
I guess it's up to you.
I've already picked him up and I've started walking the rest of the ship.
You're carrying Joseph?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he's a pretty big man, but you're pretty strong. Just do me an easy strength test.
Chris, would you say this has stuff to do with lifting?
30.
Yeah, well, is this to do with lifting? Also, I have very strong legs as well, Chris. So would I be using them as well?
Strength test
You were-
and lifting.
Chris, he was just drugged.
You were just drugged, you are still a bit groggy. Easy is what you get.
You C-U-N-T-U-T-E-Y-Y-Z. Well, fuck you, Alucard. You're supposed to be on my side, you son of a bitch.
Hey, look, it's fair
Ah,
roleplay.
let's go!
A marginal success. Oh shit. Yeah, you carry him back to the ship as I just drag him into the darkness outside of the map by accident.
Okay. Philippe. as I get on the ship.
Stayed
and let
on the
Philippe-
ship. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As I let Philippe know. Okay, Philippe, we're gonna have some guests in a minute. Can you make sure Joseph gets into his bed, and then obviously just hide. If you can, turn off your helmet so they don't see us. We don't need any distractions. Oh, I don't want to. Okay, well, if you don't, just stay on the ship then, man. Like fucking, we ain't got time for this.
Yeah, you see that the water is like slowly raising, equalizing with the rest of the canal.
Oh. That might be a problem. I'm not too sure. I don't know much about water and boats.
Don't know much about water.
Yeah, Alucard, you go back down.
I'm gonna go talk to the seaman. Yo,
What's this problem? Oh, no,
Oh.
sorry. That's
the water
happened
seems to be
moment. Okay.
rising out there. I don't know if that's a problem or not.
I think that's the point of the gate. To, like, raise the water so we can go through.
Yeah. So
put-
what's our plan now?
Well, we could call them and ambush them and try and kick them alive and hand them into those road wardens.
Yeah, I'm
Get
not
a bit
feeling
of, you
comfortable.
said you needed coin, right?
Yeah. Also, I'm not feeling comfortable leaving her there. I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill her.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take care of them and probably turn her into the authorities. I don't care if she was being threatened. She still knowingly helped kidnappers.
Yeah, the road wardens just went up the road like a few minutes ago. They can't have gotten that far.
Oh, that's a good point. And I have a Pegasus. Right. I'm going to catch the road wardens.
Yeah, let me move out the way for you. Excuse me.
All right. Keep an eye on the place while I'm gone. I mean, you can do what you want, Hitch. You know, we're not your boss, but best to keep an eye on that lady. Make sure she doesn't get out. She's tied up there and shackled. I've got the key, so she shouldn't be able to get away. Her weapons are locked away in. I'll point out to Conan. Over here, I put them behind that gate. It's not locked. They're all in there. And here, take this. This is a box full of drugs that she seems to have drugged us with. Don't fucking let anyone sniff it. It'll knock you out.
Okay.
What do you want?
While I was sleeping, I had a terrible dream. Just telling you now. Like, obviously, we can talk more about it after this whole shenanigan, but just letting you know now. I didn't like the shit that I saw in it. Let's just put it that way.
Was it corn again?
Not too sure. It was a weird symbol that I haven't seen before. As a possibility, though, I know that between him and the other one, he was very interested in me as well.
I pointed the desk and go, tell you what, draw what you saw there if you can, and I will look upon it when I return.
Okay. I will do that, Chris.
I'll head out, close the door, and I will go get Irina.
Now thinking about it, I'm like, oh, you might hear me go, oh shit, the magic one also wants me as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. You grab like a piece of parchment from the desk, like an ink and quill that's on there, and as you put the quill down onto the parchment, you try to remember what the symbol looks like. You get that feeling of like, you know you dreamt about something, but you've completely forgotten what the dream was about. Like, it's just gone.
Shit.
Like, you get like glimpses of it, but the more you think about it, the less you can seem to remember.
Okay, can I try and put down like the fragments that I can remember?
Okay.
But I know I'm probably not going to get like anywhere close to it, but at least I might get like the odd feature or two, maybe.
Yeah. Make me a difficult...
Perception, because I'm using my mind's eye.
just difficult intelligence. Or willpower.
Shit.
Your choice.
Funny enough, there's only 1 point that's between them, so we'll go willpower.
See if your will is strong enough to like force yourself to remember.
Oh fuck, and I've also got a -10 modifier apparently. What for?
Fatigue.
Yeah, you're fatigued from falling asleep.
Yeah, I just remember this now, but didn't you guys get like +5 to dexterity modifier?
What?
A +5. You're gonna from taking the bath. Did you
Yeah.
guys
In a
ever
couple of
remove it?
days, isn't it?
Yeah, that can go away now. That 5 on dexterity if you still have that. I'll look on
Anymore, I don't.
Philippe. He has it as well.
Damn it. As I okay, I've got the drugs. I'll go back in the other room. Well, Alakar's quickly gone to see if he can catch up with the road wardens.
Yeah,
Oh,
you go and
very
grab your nightmare / Pegasus in
Very nice.
disguise.
Don't you mean his sweet dream?
You mount up, you fly off, and it's easy enough to spot the road wardens just a bit up ahead on the road. They're like patrolling between the river and the forest line. It's a group of like 7 of them, so they are easy to spot from a distance.
Did the guy I was talking to ever give me his name, or did... I'm not bothered. I know I didn't ask, but did he introduce himself?
He introduced himself as a sergeant, and he did say his name. You don't remember.
I'll just say sergeant. Okay, I'll lower myself a little bit. Not too low, otherwise I might think of getting attacked. So I was going, Sergeant!
Like a gust of wind like flies over them. They hold their like puffy heads with their feathers up with their heads as they in surprise look over. Whoa!
I land in front of them. Sergeant, sorry for the startle. It's me. Do you remember me from the boat a moment ago?
Ah, yes, the Bretonian knight.
Yes. The lady back there seems to be colluding with some sort of criminals that are doing kidnapping. Here's the letter as proof.
He
And the
rides
letter.
up, like rides sideways, side saddle to you. Well, like parks up next to you. He's not riding side saddle. He's not riding like
No.
a woman. He reaches for the letter. You just give it to him.
Yeah.
He like reads it. Like, oh, that's worrying indeed. This must be the bandits that got reported in the area. We must investigate this immediately. This happened back at the lock.
Yes, the halfling lady seems to have been working with them. She attempted to drug me and my friends, but I'm used to herbs and such from where I come from, and it seemed a bit off. That she wasn't eating with us and such, so I didn't consume it myself, and it didn't seem to affect one of our party members, Hitch, which I'm gonna have to look into.
It seems here that she was being forced to do this by the bandits under threat, but still means that she broke the law and she needs to be taken in as well.
I agree completely.
Understandable, and he does like a little circle movement with his hand, like with one finger out to tell the others to like turn around. We've got a lead on our bandits, boys. Let's head back towards the lock. They just they clop their feet against their horses and they sprint off back towards where they came from.
I'll go on land and follow them back.
Yeah, your horse can easily keep up with their like patrol horses. You just stomp back towards the lock together with all the road wardens. Are you following them?
Yeah, I'll just go on land.
I wonder why she needed unconscious people.
Hand them in.
I'm role-playing.
I know, but I read the letter out, you silly Billy.
Yeah, but it's not like they said why they needed
Oh, you said she, which is why I was like, what do you mean she? She was being forced. I get you now. Sorry.
You hear inside of the house, coming from outside, you hear like a group of people arriving on like horseback, like the horses clumping into the dirt outside, like a lot of voices going like, whoa, spread out, man, come on, look, we got him, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I assume they arrived.
I'll go and check.
I'll keep an eye on her.
I'll say, is there any windows like on the door, or is it just big wooden door?
I think it's just a big wooden door. Yeah. You open the window, you see like the sergeant standing right in front of the door, about to like reach towards the door as well to like head in. You're one of the ship's crew, right?
Yeah, but hello, Alucard.
Hello.
This is one you know, yes?
Yes, this is Conna, my traveling companion.
Your friend here told us that Henrietta here has been working together with bandits. We are here to put an end to that.
I know she did a wrong thing, but I don't think you need to kill her for it.
Oh, we're gonna take her in and have her be trialed before judge and jury, of course. We're not...
Sorry, I got the wrong idea when you said put an end to it. I thought you meant...
No, we'll just take her in, ask her more about her bandit friends, so to speak, as he does air quotes as he says friends. And once we know more, once we know the location of their hideout, we'll conduct a raid and try to see if we can apprehend them, get these annoyances out of this area, make the road safe for travel again.
Alucard's starting to finally realize that it's not that abnormal for people to actually wear their helmets and hats together. He's seen one fella do it before, and he was like, "That's weird," and he's just looking around, going, "She's got one. He's got one." A lot of them
are wearing it like this.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell?
Like that one of the road wardens is like a halfling called Short Bottom.
So you're telling me
is that because he/she has a tight ass?
I don't know. That's not in her description, but it might be.
I'll find out later.
Okay, so are you just taking her, or are we setting off the fire to alert them to come here?
The fire?
It was in the note there, sir.
Ah, yes, I quickly skimmed it. I saw some mention about putting wood in the fireplace. Is that their signal?
Changes color, apparently, and signals them to come take unconscious people that she's knocked out.
So we could potentially get our hands on one of these bandits themselves.
We could ambush them, certainly. I mean, we could just wait in here and perhaps you all, or perhaps we all pretend to be unconscious, and I don't know.
I'm happy to be unconscious. Pretend, at least.
Punches him a knuckle,
Oh, stop.
No, Ron.
Stop. Stop, Alicard. Stop.
Yes. We'll hide the horses in her garden area, suppose.
Okay. I'll just
Oh,
fly her over the. I'll just fly Irina over the wall.
I'm gonna
Are
move
you
out the
gonna put
way.
Irina back on the boat or with the guards, their horses?
I might need quick access to her, so I'll fly her over the wall.
Okay. We'll keep our mods quiet and subdued and hide in the yard as well, while you guys set up the signal. And one of you is gonna pretend to be unconscious. Did I understand that correctly?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be the unconscious fool.
I see. What about Henrietta herself?
I say we perhaps hide her in one of the rooms and gag her and Hitch. How good are you at acting?
Acting?
Yeah, could you maybe pretend to be her nephew or grandson or something and say that you're handing over the people for her because she's sick or something?
I guess. With how young I look, yeah, I guess I can do
I'll
that.
hide with the guard since I'm pretty sure I'd scare off anyone that comes with her. If anything like gets untoward, just literally yell. I'll come running right in.
One of our patrolmen, lady, is a halfling as well. Perhaps she could take Henrietta's place. Do you think the bandits will notice?
I look at her. Does she look anything like her?
No. She's also way younger.
She
You don't
looks
know,
nu-
these bandits might be racist and think a halfling is a halfling.
She'd probably be a more fitting choice to maybe pretend to be a relation of hers, considering Hitch is, a human. I assume you're a human.
Yeah,
Mustn't
so
judge
that's
these
okay.
days.
You just assume it's racist. I'll play the part of a relative. I'll have to change my look though. I do look like a guard now.
Sure, we'll watch you change. I mean, no.
I suppose he won't. Henrietta won't mind if we borrow some of her clothes from her room upstairs.
She's a criminal. Who cares?
Mama,
go-
I'm a criminal.
She goes upstairs to go and get changed.
She's faced through the wall. I better make sure there's actually no one hiding here. Okay, no one's behind us. Good.
Yeah, just a bandit right outside the door.
Yeah, can this gate lock?
It has a latch that it can lock. Yeah.
Let's latch it in case they decide to come through the back entrance and see all of us.
You latch close the door.
I
Like, from what
pull
you
out my
can-
Warhammer and I wait.
From what you tell, like she's an elderly lady that does live here by herself, but the house seems quite secure. Like a nice stone wall around the garden that.
Yeah.
be
Everybody's standing on
climbed,
our
but it-
vegetables.
Yeah, everybody's trampling her carrots. All the doors had like multiple locks on them. So this place can definitely be locked down.
And she decided, you know what I should do? Invite in the really armed, muscly people. What could go wrong?
Just give soup.
You shouldn't have done it to an undead, you stupid bitch.
She doesn't know that.
I know she doesn't.
So yeah, the guards are laying in ambush. The lady halfling is dressed up as one of just a halfling commoner. Like, can't change her token, but she is not looking like a guard anymore. Takes a seat by the fireplace. Like, I'm ready. You gotta just do what you gotta do.
I guess.
So once the just to get over this, once the bandits
Go
show
hide,
up,
Hitch.
Hmm?
Hitch, you need to hide somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Go.
once the
Oh,
bandits show up, what shall I tell them?
Well, I got the unconscious man, and probably to stay away from your family.
And that you're a relative of hers and you're doing it because she's sick. Or something.
Where would be the best place for me to pretend to be unconscious?
Perhaps
Aye.
at the dinner table with some soup in front of you.
Do you,
Can
do
you-
you
There we
still
go.
have the note of the bandits on you?
Your captain or corporal? Sorry, what were you again? Commander?
Sergeant.
Sergeant. Sorry. You have it. Don't you?
Yes. He hands it back to you.
Okay, I'll walk over to her and hand it to her.
I'll keep this just in case if they ask for proof or anything. I'll say that Auntie Henrietta gave this to me.
I'll wink at her. Good idea.
Chris, this is like stairs, right?
Yeah.
Can you teleport, please?
You're gonna
Or
hide
do you
on
want-
the next floor up, or are you just gonna hide on the staircase?
Next floor up would be safer.
Okay. Just you're kind of like hiding up, but like still looking down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you there for now, but you're like upper floor, so you can still like see in here, I guess.
All right.
Cool. And you're hiding out in back with the guards. And
Yeah.
Conan, you're gonna pretend to be asleep.
Yep. I was just thinking, like, I'm probably gonna have my gauntlet on under the table as I'm like leaning forward, pretend to be knocked out, with my head in the bowl with the soup like kind of over my face, to look like I just passed out in it.
Okay.
An empty
Hello.
bowl. I'm not.
I'm gonna put the log on the fire now. It's this one, I think. She holds like a different colored like wooden log from the other logs that are piled there for the fireplace. Yeah, puts it in the fireplace. It hisses and crackles, and like just a big plume of like a bluish smoke goes through the fireplace, like comes out of the chimney at the top. It is it's a faint tint of blue. It's hard to tell that it's a different color from normal like black grayish smoke. And once that's done, she takes her place in the chair. Kind of like glances over at Conan, who's pretending to be asleep. Hitch, you're upstairs, looking down. Time just passes, minute after minute after minute, and nothing really seems to happen so far. Half an hour or so in, you hear well. Yeah, you would hear it. You hear like a group of footsteps outside.
Those group of footsteps.
In the mud, like people walking about.
Well, or just wait for them to get in and ambush them.
Mm.
Yeah, and like a heavy like knock on the door. Very nervous. A halfling lady gets up, walks over to the door. Opens the front door. You hear a voice going like, "Who are you? You're not Henrietta." "Yes, I'm her cousin. I'm aware of the deal between you and my auntie. We sadly has fallen ill and couldn't live up to her part of the bargain. But while she was away, there were visitors over, and I made them drink the soup just as my auntie had instructed. They are passed out in the living room, waiting for whatever you want to do with them." Highly.
Jim. Sorry. She immediately messed up.
Yep.
She said she was her cousin, then she immediately called her aunt. That's not how that works.
Very irregular, but there are travelers asleep inside. Yes. Come and get them, please. And you hear like footsteps from what you can tell. It seems like 6 different people are making their way inside, but their footsteps sound very light, like a way lighter step than you've heard other people walk before. It's not like a heavy boot or anything like that.
Chris, how high is this wall?
Taller than you. You'll have to like climb to like get over.
Yeah. Oh no. Chris, as soon as I hear like the door from the outside close, I'd like to climb the wall, please.
Okay. Yeah, climb tests are just success for you with your climbing
Yeah.
shoes and stuff like that. So you get over the wall.
Yeah, gently lower myself down as much as I can. I'm 6'6", so just... And then I'm gonna close the door
Guards are
behind
like,
me. Gotta go close the door behind them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lock them in. So I grab, let's see, what have I got in my inventory? I grab my pimp stick and I slide it between the two like handle latches there that you can sort of see on the door, just to make sure that they can't get out this way, because that's a door that goes inwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not gonna be able to go and pull it in.
Mitch,
Nice.
looking down the staircase, you see like people walk by, illuminated by the light of the fireplace. They're fully hooded, wearing like a green hood, a green cloak/cape draped behind them, arrow quiver on the back. Have bows around their waist, a sword a sword on their belt. They look very lean, slim, like skinny almost, I guess.
Yeah, these guys are definitely bandits. I'm just gonna... Cause, like, they're coming from, like, right here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna wait until, like, maybe I hear a door opening, and then I'm gonna also try to move.
Okay. Yeah, they're like walking around the room and stuff like that. You definitely heard the door open into the living room.
What sort of window is this, Chris?
It is
Glass.
like one of those like little squares of glass, like on top of each other, like the thick glass, like
Could I
metal
jump
framing
through it?
between it. No.
No?
It's like it has like metal and stuff. It's quite strong.
No, okay. Just wondered. Okay, so they're not gonna be able to get out through this window, so let's see if I can get again.
You're doing like a lap around the house.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back over the wall again. Get ready for the ambush.
Henrietta's niece. Sorry, what was your name again?
Have a look through
You can call me Al.
the alcoholic.
There's only one traveler that came by.
Shit.
Yes, just the one that came in for soup. Others stayed on the barge outside. And one of the leaders seemingly does like a sign, and 3 of them like try to walk out of the house. They rattle the door. The front
Which one
door.
do I see? Do I see which one's the leader?
Are you like squeaky open like an eye?
Yeah.
Okay, do me like a perception.
Chris, do I see the leader?
Is it
they
really
all,
hard because he's squeaking an eye open? Just
Well, trying to not get seen that he's actually not sleeping, I guess.
So just average then, or what we're talking about?
Difficult. And
Okay, no.
yeah, you look down. You have like a straight line of sight down the staircase. They all seem to be dressed in the same garb. You don't notice a difference between their outfits to indicate like who's the leader or not. And you're looking down from an angle like sloped downward, so you can't really see their like hand movements and stuff. You didn't. You open like an eye slightly. You didn't catch which one of this group like was giving the orders. And one comes up to you and you see like a little poke.
Does he, Chris?
Yeah. Like not with his sword or anything, just like with his hand, like a little like poke to like gauge if you are actually like fully asleep or not.
I do nothing.
Okay.
I'm getting prepared because there is a chain attached to my fuck knuckle, so no matter what, we're gonna get one of these pricks.
Yeah. Yeah, boss. Looks like he's fast asleep. He'll be it's an interesting looking one. The markings on his body are quite similar to what some of our people use. He'll be a good sacrifice to the Fae.
Oh shit.
Who said that?
Yes. The markings on his body seems to have a lingering trace of magic coming from You've managed to capture quite an interesting one. Well, tag 'em, boys. Let's get 'em out of here.
I'm gonna stealth Chris.
You're like, boss, the front door is locked. We can't get out anymore. What do you mean? The front door's locked. Somebody blocked it.
Okay, I hear the boss's voice. Did I notice what direction he's from?
He seems to
Even
be
if
the
I
one.
have my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Would-
Seems to be the one closest to you that was speaking in response.
Chris, what way is this door open?
It is a cupboard area, so I guess it'll open. Yeah, inwards into the living room.
Okay, I'll try
Right.
to peek it open a little bit and have a little look in.
Okay.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, there's a guy right there. I am going to kick the door open, knock the guy down in front of this, in front of this door, and grab the one here as a hostage.
I was gonna say, as soon as he does that,
Yeah.
I would, with the chain that's also attached to my fuck knuckles and my spear, I'd do that around the leader to wrap him up.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
kick this one and grab this one. That's the plan.
So
So
this
no,
will
he's-
pretty much be round 1 of combat, but I'm not gonna put you guys in initiative. We'll just do this verbally. But
Sure.
so you, Alucard, you're gonna kick the door open immediately. Go for the guy that's behind the door. Grapple him.
Well, I'm going to kick this door open because it goes outwards, you said.
Yeah,
and
knock
hit him with
into
the
the guy.
door.
Yeah.
So he goes flying and grab this guy to the left of him as a hostage and put a dagger to his throat.
Okay. Conan, you were going to.
I'm going to pretty much because I already said I had my fuck knuckle at the ready. With the chain that's connected to it, I'm gonna tie up the leader with the chain. Just wrap it around him and make sure it's taut so he can't move.
Okay. So you're going to wrap up the guy that's closest to you with the chain.
Yeah.
And Hitch, you're
This
stealthing down.
guy,
You're moving quietly down the stairs.
this guy that's closest to me, I'm gonna use strike to stun on him. I'm gonna hit him with the hilt of the dagger that I have.
Okay.
And try to knock him out.
Okay, cool. So Alucard, you just start with doing me a strength roll, and you're catching these guys completely by surprise. So they are surprised; they don't get to act for their first turn. So this is all you guys. You kick open the door, it flies into this guy's back, who gets knocked forward. Impressive success. He gets knocked 2 squares away, just falls on his face prone.
I'll move up to here and grab this guy and hold a dagger to his neck.
Okay. You move in. Do me a strength test. It'll be opposed against his strength, but you're catching him completely by surprise, so it'll be very hard for him.
Okay.
Game master roll. It was an astounding failure for him.
Oh.
So you overwhelm him, you grab him.
God.
So you grab him and then what?
Dagger to the
anime
throat
kicked him
and
in
said,
Dagger to
wall.
the throat.
anyone make a move, you're dead. You're absolutely surrounded by guards.
Yeah. You put your dagger to his throat. His hood slips down as you grab him. You notice he has white blonde hair, very long white blonde hair with elvish ears poking out from underneath the hair.
Fucking elves.
As that is happening, Conan, you go for the chain to wrap up the guy in front of you.
Mhm.
Uh,
I was to say, no, you say your thing first.
yeah. Do we have a version of the? Yeah, you have
Whoa.
a tangle on that weapon, right?
Do we have
Universal.
a version?
A version
right
of
here.
that weapon with the chain on.
I don't think Aidan's here, so we can't really say.
It's
Yeah, so
okay.
you have to successfully hit the guy with your weapon to entangle him, but I'm guessing you're not stabbing him to do damage, you're just purely going with the chain.
Yeah, I'd say I've got inward fighting, so I could just use that rules where I can choose not to damage him to actually get in close and do it.
Okay, you can go for infighting, but you cannot use your spear when you are infighting, but I guess you're using the spear,
I'm
the
using the
chain
chain.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not using the spear per se, I'm using the chain that's attached to the spear and the fuck knuckles, because
Yeah.
they're connected together.
Okay, just do me your weapon skill roll, but it'll be an easy one. you stepped into his infighting range. So you shoot out of your chair, like in an upwards position, grabbing your spear with chain. You lunge forward towards him, knocking over the wooden table with all the like bowls and other foods on it. It just all goes like crashing on the floor as little bits of soup go splashing everywhere.
I somehow catch him by the leg.
Yeah, you step in real close into his range. You're like face to face. You just wrap the chain around him, grab it like tightly. Both his hands are like bound. He's just like in complete surprise, just like staring at you. He has, as you look directly into his eyes, you notice that he has like pure black eyes. No like white at all. No pupils, just all black. A solid black color.
Hello there, pretty.
And Hitch, you're sneaking down. You're going next to this guy, and you are going for the strike to stun.
Yep.
Are you using a weapon? Are you just barehanded trying to like knock him out?
With the hilt of the dagger, I guess I would hit him in the head.
Okay. You also have in your inventory a pole, a 3-yard long pole that counts as an improvised weapon. If you want to use that.
I guess, yeah, that's fair. I do have 3 levels in the strike to stun.
Oh, okay. So that's the extra success level.
Improvised weapon. Plus 20 since I'm sneaking, or plus 0?
They're completely surprised. They didn't see you. You can make it easy, yes.
So plus 40?
You ignore the call shot. You go for the head, for pummel it with the pole. Oof.
Alright,
Marginal
got that.
success. Plonk him
but
right on the head.
But
With it.
I do get like 3 success levels from the taunt.
Yeah. Plonk him right on the head with your 3-yard long pole. It's enough to like to stun him.
Yay.
Yay.
So we'll be knocked
Stun
out?
is not quite the same as unconscious in this. He's just like a bit dazed from like the hit, so it's not quite out yet. How do you follow it up now that you've like hit him over the head? As this is happening, because of all the noise and stuff like that, the guards are starting to like flood into the room from like the back door.
They would take care of him.
Sergeant in front like slams his shield down, blocking the entire like hallway. It is just shields in the hallway, and the guard behind him uses his halberd that has a long enough reach to strike from 2 squares away to just poke over the shields to hit this guy that is like in front of them. And just like as he is stunned, just right in the head, and they just kill this guy like no mercy.
No, not that
We're
guy.
supposed to take him alive.
Not all of them. As with his shield, he pushes the lifeless body out of the way. They shuffle into the room. There's not enough room here for everyone. The little halfling like immediately like pulled out her weapons from her like hidden amongst the like civilian clothes as well.
Where was she hiding that?
She's ready to go, but all the dudes are incapacitated or entangled. This guy is like in your grasp. This guy's prone on the floor. He's like crawling around on the floor like he turns around like, what's happening? Who are you guys?
Your worst nightmare.
Your potential victims. No more. No more.
Yeah, he takes in the room, sees like one of his buddies that the rest like been taken in, so to speak. He drops his weapon, like raises his head. I give. I don't want to die here today.
Damn.
So,
No.
what was that about sacrificing to the Fae, did you say, good sir? What was that about?
Punch him in the nuts, Conna.
Are you are interrogating him? Are you intimidating him into getting your information? Or are you being
Yeah, I
more
am,
charmful
baby.
about this?
How scared is he of getting punched in the nuts?
Does he find me attract? No, I am using.
He's with the attraction.
No, I'm fully
You like-
intimidating him.
You hear like a little scuffle in the other room from where the door was. There were still like 2 dudes there, but the guards like rushed in and they knocked their ass out.
Yeah, they were locked in.
Now, Gris, the real question is, how fucking scared is the leader at this point, considering he's surrounded by all these
A lot of
people, one of his mates is dead, and he's got a big black man holding him.
Well, He is, you're standing face to face with him. He's very obviously an elf. An elf of fair complexion with long blonde hair, pure black eyes, but you can't read emotion on his face at all. He's just stone faced, like not a small smirk, not like a frown, nothing. Even his eyes don't really move, showing emotion.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get emotion out of this boy. I'll get
He
fucking
might be
emotion out of
afraid,
him.
but you honestly have no idea, just like staring at his face.
So is this an average or a...
Challenging.
Oh, aren't you a brave boy?
Failure.
But I'm menacing, so that goes up by 2. I mean, SL equal to your. I've got 3 in it, so that is a success by 1, Grace.
Oh, okay. With your menacing?
Yes, I have 3 in menacing. I put 1 extra in it before when I thought I was going to face my dad, because you know.
He looks at you like he says, "You would have been a worthy sacrifice to the forest."
The forest.
See, we got him, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
These elves come from the woods. They might be wood elves.
So,
What's wrong about the forest?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about interrogation. Do we just start breaking fingers, or...?
The wild hunt draws near. The forest must be a beast.
Oh, shut up, you witcher, motherfucker.
Not that wild hunt. We did it
Oh,
first.
okay. I thought you were making a joke. I was like, shut up.
So
Okay.
the wood elves have like a thing in the Warhammer universe that is called the wild hunt.
Isn't that just where
I
they
don't
just
know.
kill a bunch of people?
Pretty much, yeah, but I don't think any of you would know about like wood elven stuff. They are like
Well,
Faggy McBrotoni and my toes.
yeah, they are very secretive. The wood elves, like very few actually know what they are like up to, and they have a whole like thing in the lore that they have the secret wars where they fight like a big war between beastmen and them in the hidden parts of the world that nobody knows about.
well, my friend, you might want to start telling us what we want to know, because I'm not gonna lie to you right now. There's a good chance that you're never gonna see your forest again. Well, you know, if you don't start hanging from the gallows.
You have
I'm tired of holding it. I'm tired of holding a dagger to this guy's throat. Can I just knock him out?
Okay, bonk. You just knock him out. He's not like
Yeah.
you know, he's not resisting anymore at this point, so you can easily
Yeah.
just knock him out.
Bonk. There we go.
He
That one in
suffers
front of me is
permanent
conscious.
brain damage.
Oh no,
Oh
he's,
no, he's a
he's
Bretonian
the
knight.
genius of this game.
You have bested me and my men. What would you like to know?
Captain, anything
Where
you'd
is
like
that
to-
wood elf pussy? No.
I hear it's the most finest pussy of the land.
Did I have? What type of elf was the one I fucked in the bar? The thing, in the brothel where we got the Cassius Cortial? That
Jake?
no, the other one. I hired him for that, but then I fucked another elf. Was it a wood elf or a different elf? She saw that I was a vampire and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think you know what kind of elf it was. I don't think it ever came up.
Does she look like this elf?
Well, to be honest, like they all look the same. The elves, they are all the
Wow.
same. Well, you know, they are the same race, but like it is the
yeah.
way they choose to live that differentiates them. The
Okay,
different
so
cultures.
the elves are elves. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
So good pussy is what I'm hearing. That elf pussy.
But
Yeah.
I don't really know why. I think it just has to do with their like fey magic and the way that they live and stuff like that. But wood elves specifically are known for having like either normal eyes, pure black eyes, or pure white eyes. Nobody really knows what's up with that, but that's only something the wood elves have. Like other elves just have normal looking eyes.
Okay.
So what's this whole sacrifice thing?
The sergeant's like, yes. What are you talking about? Why are you taking people in and sacrificing them? Yes, we we sacrifice. worthy sacrifices to the forest to appease the forest spirits, the Fey spirits, you might say. If we do not appease the forest, the wild hunt will start sooner. What is
And
this?
what's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Ah.
Go ahead.
And what's that wild hunt you're talking about?
It is something outsiders will never truly understand, but it happens every few years where an innate rage comes boiling up in all of my kin, in all of the forest spirits. During that time of year, everything in the forest rushes out into the land, into a bloodlusted frenzy until that frenzy is appeased. And
The
once
moment he
it is
says
done,
rage,
they retreat back into the forest.
the moment he says rage, yeah, Alucard, you could probably see like me very concerned. Sweating a little bit over here, Chris.
It is. Your kind might not believe this, but it happens when one of our gods reincarnates in the body of one of our leaders. The great
One of your
god of
gods?
the hunt, Kurlos, the stag.
So every god reincarnates as one of you?
Yes, it is a great honor.
But that also causes you to go wild and kill each other?
Not each other. Anything that's not us or the forest.
So your gods are racist.
Yeah.
It is the innate magic surge, primal rage. It cannot be quenched.
Well, what if you don't find anything to kill? Then what?
I kill myself.
I don't know,
I
it
just
has
wanna-
never happened before.
Have you
And you,
killed everyone that you've taken?
And you, Alucard, being from Bretonian, you are aware with the stories of the Wild Hunt, where three monstrous creatures and fey creatures and elves and alike rush from the big forest of Ataloran bordering Bretonia into the lands of Bretonia, pretty much going on a murder spree, going through villages and killing anything and anyone that they can find. But this only happens like maybe once 100 years or something, so it's treated more as a legend than a fact to the people of Bretonia.
Oh, I might have had to deal with that back in the day when I was an actual fucking knight.
Yeah, you are old enough to maybe have witnessed one of these events.
I've heard tales of such a thing before. I was called to deal with the aftermath of one of these blood frenzies of yours.
Yeah, and it is nasty. It is as if they are just completely consumed by blind rage, seemingly not capable of thinking about what they're doing in the moment and just doing it. And once it is subsided, they just retreat back into their forest.
Conna, it's a lot. From what I know, it's an awful lot like when. Do you remember when you ripped that man in half?
Yes. I came to that conclusion as well.
Oh, this one looked worthy.
Oh my god, is that elf god gonna try and get inside me?
Yeah. Well, have you killed everyone that you've taken from this hut?
Just stares at you silently.
I asked you a fucking question. I punch him.
What is it to you?
Well, I'm the one asking the fucking questions here, mate. So I'll ask you again. Have
You
you
are-
killed the people that you've taken from here?
You are not the first group of people we have taken.
Not what I asked. Punch him again.
Yes,
just-
we have sacrificed others.
I kick him in the balls. Prick.
His voice goes an octave higher.
Your kind disgusts me, and I don't mean elves. I mean people like you. Killing the innocent for sport, for your gods, for your beliefs. Fuck you.
Sacrifice
really
a few
against that.
to save the many.
I'm not talking to him for the rest of this. You guys can handle this thing. I'm pissed. I'll end up killing him.
You know you're just delaying the inevitable.
But at least we are trying.
Oh damn!
Kill yourself.
Damn, man! Oh.
And how many people are you willing to kill just to not go crazy?
As many as it takes.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Because
Well,
it
it
will
sounds like we're
happen.
coming from a mile away.
Fuck. Well, how usual does this thing happen?
Once every 100 years.
Your friend is right. Sometimes it takes longer than 100 years, sometimes less. You can never fully tell when our god reincarnates.
Okay, is there a way to like just stop it outright? Even if there's like a myth, a legend, like a folk story, like a bedtime story that maybe like one of the elders might have told around the campfire.
Burn the forest.
The only way we know of delaying it is by appeasing the forest spirits. We do not know of a way of outright stopping it, but it is
Burn the
something our
forest.
kind is actively looking for.
What if you burn the forest?
I'd say,
Because
listen.
you know, from your experience with wood elves, they are quite gentle, quite kind. They are like forest hippies. It is only this once every 100 years or something that they go mental, and they seem to not be able to like have control over it. They are, as a species, actively like looking for a way to like end their curse, so to speak. But you also know from experience that they can be absolutely horrendous and cruel when they're dealing with anyone that has entered one of their forests and is not supposed to be there. They do not take kindly to trespassers or anyone mistreating their forests.
Okay, is there... If someone fought your god on one-to-one combat, would that stop the whole thing, or... I'm thinking of Bretonian, like, a dual fucking logic here, because, yeah, again, I've never had to deal with any of this. I'm very, the
You've
shit
never had to
I've
deal
seen
with a
is the shit
god?
I know.
If the avatar of Kurnos dies, he will reincarnate in due time.
But it's going to be a 100-year delay, right?
Yes, depending on how much magic the forest can conjure up to bring back the avatar.
So it's more of the problem of the magic of the forest's magic, then.
It is.
So if you,
It is a bloodthirst that has seeped into the forest, that has come from years of the mistreatment of forests around the world, from all the other kinds that inhabit this world.
so
Oh, you mean, like, say, a bunch of elves going around and killing people in the forest when that might cause a curse to happen upon it or something? Prick.
That appeases the forest its rage.
Sure, it does.
It is the forest spirits being angry for all the other races have done. The incessant logging.
So, you get cursed for what other races have done. You know what that sounds like to me? Bullshit.
Well, we are the harbingers, the bringers of the forest's rage.
So you're the law rat. You speak for the trees, is what I'm hearing.
Should we just execute them, Sergeant?
No, we'll take him in. We have border relations with some of the elven communities around these lands. We do not want to cause a bigger incident than this is. But delegations will be sent to... they will be interrogated first to see what group, tribe, whatever they call themselves, of elves that they are from. And then...
Pricks.
diplomats will be sent and the thing. This will be a long and arduous process, but such is the way to avoid grander conflicts with the other races.
I should we just kill them and burn their corpses, no one will ever know.
Well, if you can find a
It
way,
is our
just
duty to take him in.
Well, do as you will.
Okay, do you want to take this guy? Because
Yeah,
you want to
they
start
get
taking
the
people?
they get the manacles out, like handcuffs and chains, and just chain them all together in like a row. Chain them up to like the last horse in their convoy. They set up outside, like get their horses ready with the chain of elves behind them.
And don't forget about the old lady. And those are my manacles, I want them back.
On which one?
Ah, on the old lady.
Oh, okay.
The halfling.
Yeah, they give you your stuff back. They have their own manacles. They slump the unconscious halfling lady over like the back of one of the horses. They take the corpse of the dead elf with them as well, that they slump on one of the horses.
Here's the letter. You might need it, Sergeant.
Ah, thank you. This will do well as evidence as well.
So I wonder who gets control of this house.
You mentioned a reward for bringing them in alive.
Yes, these weren't quite the bandits we were.
I go around the back and undo the pimp stick so everybody can get out the front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just realized everybody's just walking through. I was like, oh yeah.
See like the guard with his peg leg like standing ready at the side of the ship, or like at the ramp like, is it over? Did we get him?
We
You
got
did
him.
good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
Got him.
Yes, this
Push the
isn't
compass
quite the bandits that we were looking for, but they are criminals nonetheless. We've got 6-7 of them here that you helped handing in. As a reward, we'll give you a gold apiece for each of them.
Sure.
You'll have
Thank
to
you.
split it between your group. We can't pay each of you a gold apiece. We are not. We don't carry around that much gold with us when we patrol.
Okay. I take the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 gold, I guess.
Yeah.
And I throw it to Hitch. Yeah, you said you needed gold, lad.
Oh, no, yeah, we're not gonna split.
I don't need it, Conan, and you can split it if you want.
Nah, you have it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like pissing out gold at the moment.
You did all right for a young lad.
Ah,
And
thank you so
again,
much.
Alucard's talking down to you like he's not the same age as you.
Well, I don't know. You look taller than me, so I'm assuming you're older than me.
Yeah, fair enough.
As
How
I
old are you?
6'6".
No, the young one.
5'5".
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
he lost shorter than me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold the bag of going like it's a sacred thing.
Oh, I'm just gonna look you up and down.
Oh God,
God,
here we go.
fuck me.
No,
Yeah.
he underage.
He's
not
not.
interested. Oh, he's legal, you say?
Not in medieval times.
You look so no. I'm just saying, is he like staining, like seeing how he look? Can I like figure out like what type of fighter he is through his like physique kind of deal? Like, is he more of a, you know, a dine in dash kind of deal? Like
dine and
get in
dash.
there. Yeah, I'm using the
I get
wrong
what you
term
mean.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind
Okay.
of what he is?
fighter.
Oh, okay.
You deaf-old prick.
Is that what kind of fucker he is? I was like,
No, what type of fighter he is by looking at his physique. If he's a melee, put it
Are
down
you
in basic
physically
scales.
buff?
Yeah, exactly. Is he lean? Is he strong? I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
I would assume traveling from Eternia all the way wasn't just all swimming smoothly.
Okay. Are you handsome? From like from what you
I
think
didn't
of
ask.
yourself, I guess.
No, this I'm totally ugly. I'm like horrendously ugly.
Okay, okay.
And
But you do have baggy
It's
eyes
just-
as your distinguishing mark, so you always look a bit like tired.
yeah, yeah.
What weapon does he use, Chris? That's the main thing I wanted to fucking know.
Daggers.
All right then. Like fully answers my question.
He has daggers on him and like just tools for like working on the boat, like hooks and stuff like that. I think I also put some like fishing stuff in your inventory, like a fishing rod and shit like that.
And a bucket.
And a bucket, you need a bucket when you're on a ship.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's like Finland's. He's kind of like Finland Saga kind of deal.
And as by coincidence, just as like the warden sleeve, the lock has like completely evened out with the rest of the water. It is ready to continue traveling through the canal, but the old lady isn't there now to like open the like the sluice, I guess. So one of you will have to do it, but it's since Philippe like fixed the stuck lever, it is pretty much just pulling the lever. So one of you can just walk
Philippe has
over.
experience. He should do it.
Who does?
Philippe has experience, yeah. he
Okay,
should
yeah.
do it.
Philippe goes over to the thing, undoes it. Let me do a little
Drive,
thing here.
drive. Deja vu.
We've been in this place before.
Should we, like,
An astounding success. He does
Take
not break
some
the sluice
vegetables?
any further.
Should we what?
should we, like, take some vegetables and, like, stuff from this lady's house before someone else robs it?
I mean,
I'm not sure. Pretty sure they're gonna pick
Technically-
someone else.
I'd say technically it wouldn't be stealing, but would be liberating them because they're just going to go rotten and probably
Yeah.
die.
That's what I'm saying, vegetables and stuff. I'm not, like, saying it's take the items.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, take the veg and the
Yeah.
and the gold. You know, no, joking. Just the veg.
Actually,
it's
I
nothing that
suppose we should. Like, see, she's not going to use it. I'm going to grab the pouch of gold that was with the stuff that I threw in the thing, and I'm going to grab the vegetables from the kitchen and the box full of drugs.
Is there a? You said that she was an engineer. Did you say, Chris?
Yeah. Since you don't know the name of the drugs, I guess you can
don't know that.
add it as like elven sleeping powder or something like
Okay.
that. And
Well, that's fair
you
point. I
have
do
2
not know that.
bags
It's
of
in
them.
that bag. You were conscious, and I didn't read it out loud.
Uh,
Yeah, but that is.
Oh, she
have-
has got any interesting books around here?
In her pouch is 1 gold coin, 1 silver shilling, and 9 brass pennies.
I'll throw that to her again. The bitch.
I'm not sure if we should be stealing from her.
She's going to probably be executed, and someone else is just going to steal this anyway.
I mean, she was kind of forced into this position.
He has a book on her. Seems to be written in a strange language. It is Mootish. I don't know if any of you
I do.
speak or read that.
I can.
Okay. But Conan
Oh,
picks it
look,
up.
oh,
You can't like read it. As you give it to Alucard and you look at it, Alucard, it seems to be a diary of some sort of her keeping track of her days, looking over the lock here, like maintaining the gates, working together with other engineers. She talks a lot about smoking green leaf in her diary.
Greenleaf. Is that weed thing that woman like gave me?
Yeah, it's like halfling. Put it in your pipe and you smoke it. It might be, gets you
Weed.
high. It might not be.
Yeah.
It's as vague as it is in Lord of the Rings, but they
Okay.
very heavily hint at it.
Dank
Like,
stuff.
yeah.
It's not vague in Lord of the Rings. In
In the movies it isn't, but apparently in the books it's
Yeah.
more like
Oh, okay.
maybe
That
not.
that huffling weed has addled your mind.
Yeah.
He flat out says it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Elven
that like
sleeping
in my
powder.
universe, green leaf gives you like a bit of a buzz. I don't think it's
Okay.
an item in this, but it says in her description that she loves to smoke green leaf in her pipe.
That's fine. I'm not gonna take it. No, if Mr. Fucking Sneaky Boy doesn't give a shit, I'm gonna take the gold and silver and then put it in my bike. 1 gold, 1 silver. Fuck the cut brass.
Okay.
And then I'll just grab some vegetables and stuff for the horses and things and throw it onto the boat. Anyone want our weapons?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Chris says this is gonna be in the session because I have to go.
As you move out from like looting the place, you go back on the barge. Slowly but surely, Joseph wakes up. You're like, what happened? Did I fall asleep?
You got drugged, lad.
Drugged? By who?
By the halfling lady.
Henrietta? I've been passing here for so long. Why did she drug me?
She wanted your sweet ass. No, she wanted to hand you over to
You only had to
a bunch.
ask.
No, she wanted to hand you over to a bunch of elves in order to sacrifice you. Apparently, she was being threatened. She got arrested by those guards that were passing us by, along with some elves.
Oh.
Basically, what we're saying is you're probably going to have to pay us extra because then we just saved your entire ship.
Hope the wardens aren't too harsh on her. She's a kind old lady.
She's probably going to get executed.
Oh well.
Oh, well.
I'm not turning the boat around to go and see, so...
Can
we're
you turn the
moving
boat
on.
around?
Oh, not really, not in here.
No, I looking for the size of the ship. I'm like,
Yeah. You start leaving onto the barge. You reach a opening in the canal where it like widens out, and on the side is an entire like town. Look here, my fellow travelers, my ship's crew, my guards. We've arrived at the city of Wisebrook. We'll take a quick break here. So if you have any business on land you want to attend, feel free to have a wander about the city. Once I've parked up the barge, let's say we meet back at the boat early morning.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to know anything about this town?
I don't know much about it. Whatever you think would be pertinent.
Is there any like old myths or legends that we should be aware of?
It's mainly a harbor town that lives off farming and fishing, but a nearby mine just opened recently. I've been told. And since they've built the
A mine.
since they've built the canal, the man-made canal here, the city has started to expand rapidly. It is you would call it a bustling merchant town. It's constantly being built up as time passes along, so there's a lot of construction. Be wary of stuff falling down from poorly rigged cranes and stuff like that. Wouldn't be
Like
the first
beds.
time that somebody gets crushed by a bed. So I was gonna say.
Like a book, Chris. Like an open book.
Okay, I'll stay on the boat.
A lot of warehouses, a lot of fishing shops, the like. You can buy
my little
ores here
town's
from
going.
the nearby mines, wool, wine,
Ores.
iron ore mainly. They get from their mines,
Oh, ores.
Pause.
and
Apologies.
all manner of goods from Altorf, Karorburg, Bogenhafen comes through this place.
Is there a brothel? It's a port town. Come on, there's gotta be a brothel.
There's like another like lock, like a sort of like a canal gate leading to this town. Some people at the gate like
You fucking ignore me.
stop the barge. I don't know. I'll have to check probably. Some people stop.
the happy man.
Some people stop the barge and pretty much they come over onto the ship. They talk to Joseph. You see Joseph show them like a piece of paper. They nod an agreement, leave the ship again, open the gate, and the ship can go through. As Joseph like walks back to the helm. If you look at him like questioningly, it'll be like it's proof that we paid the toll when leaving Altorf. Only people that have paid the toll to travel to the canal are allowed entrance to the town.
Oh, okay. Can you go by land, or is that just for boats?
That's for boats, but there is a toll at the city gates as well.
Interesting.
And by the time you arrive at this place, it is early evening, so it is getting quite late. Joseph prepares to tie up the barge, like docks into the nearby docks. There are many other ships nearby. I've loaded up the map of Wisebrook, I think. You
Yeah.
can see now. So this is where you guys are.
That's what I was saying. I imagine it'd be the happy man is the brothel.
The happy man.
The happy
Be
man.
happy man.
Oh,
Be
dear.
happy boy.
You do me. Everybody do me a average plus 20 perception.
Is this eyes?
Yeah, is this easier because it's eyes, Chris?
Why do you have easier for eyes?
Oh, a 1.
Why indeed, Chris? Why? Because I've got a dude sense.
Yeah, he got a cute sense for his eyes, remember?
When I was trying to learn magic. You gave me it ages ago.
Pretty sure we got it when we realized that because Alucard is a vampire, we need to get 3 talents. And you got acute sense, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you
that
get
was
an
it.
extra success level in it.
Powering you up just because I'm dead.
Yeah.
Everybody succeeds. As everybody, the ship's crew, Joseph, are like preparing to tie up the barge, like undoing the rope and stuff like that, tying it around the big wooden knob that stands on the dock. I don't know what that's called. You notice a shadowy travel-stained character standing in the doorway of the Black Gold, a nearby inn. And he's, you can tell that he is watching the ship closely as you are entering the harbor and like docking. You,
They're gonna try to rob us.
you with your with your astounding success, and Alucard as well with his +9 astounding success. You recognize the man as the bounty hunter from in Altdorf that shot the 2 guys with the crossbow.
Wait, how do I recognize that? I don't think I saw him.
Oh, I guess Alucard recognizes him.
Yeah, I'm not Milo. I'm totally different character.
Yeah. Yeah, you were in Altdorf. Who somehow got here before you guys, because you did see him in Altdorf as well.
He's a vamp.
And he has his crossbow like slung across his back. It is obvious that he is watching the Barabelli as you are docking. The ship is docked, they roll out a plank, the rest of the crew like spreads out into the city. Joseph says that the guard will
Sorry, that's
stay.
what that knob is called. Sorry.
Okay. Joseph says the guard will stay here with the ship. If somebody wants to relieve him, that is your choice, but he's paid to guard the ship, so
Sounds like
it's his job.
sounds like his problem.
Yeah.
But I'm going into town. I stayed with the boat last time.
Yeah.
Philippe,
Like, now
I
that
will-
you've noticed this bounty hunter Alucard, would you try to like approach him, or are you just like keeping an eye on him?
Trying to think of a reason why Alucard would approach him. Don't really need answers, but Conan wants answers. I guess I'd point him out to Conan.
Okay.
Conan, there's that bounty hunter that killed that guy that thought you were like his master or whatever.
funny you mention that. I spoke to my my mother about that.
Oh, what'd she say?
Well, apparently, I'm my father's son, so
Did you ask her if she slept around?
I more asked in a polite way, like, "Do you know this man?" Instead of, "Yo, were you just giving it out to anybody on the fucking corner?"
She didn't sleep with me.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I mean, all I mean is that that's probably true.
Yeah.
She didn't sleep around. Yeah, sounds about right. Maybe a distant relative, or it's just a coincidence. Or perhaps the people that were killed with the crossbow were racist. I think you all look the same.
That is possible. Philippe said he looked exactly like me as well.
Maybe
So
you should ask that
Philippe-
bounty hunter for more information. It's up to yourself, though. I don't mind helping out. I'm just going to kill some time until tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually go do that.
All right. I'll go with you for a bit.
So you go towards the Black Gold, the inn where you spotted the character. Do you go?
You coming hitch, or you sticking with a boat?
I guess I'll be going with the inn, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Are you old enough to drink?
As long as the bartender will allow, I guess, but I'm not much of a drinker.
That will change in time.
Are you Bretonian?
What, Bretonian? No.
You got a slight hint to your Bretonian accent, and the people on the ship think you might be.
Ah, shit.
What?
You know,
I'm from
Bretonians-
Bretonia. I don't give a shit.
to be honest, I thought you were more of a noble, and you're gonna talk down on me.
I, long story short, I was a peasant that was raised up to the rank of knight. I'm not a noble. I just
is
mingled with nobles a lot.
is the same for the other guy with the shining helmet?
No, he's a douche. He's a noble. He will talk down to you and probably order you about.
I see.
Yeah, don't let him know that you're a Bretonian peasant, if that's what you are. I'm taking from the way you're speaking, that's what you are.
Britannia only has nobles and peasants. There is no in between.
Well, merchants. But yes. I'm from Musselon, mate. I don't know if you know the stories, but it's not a great place.
I think I've heard of it before. And like you said, not great things that I heard of it.
Yeah, it's a lot of undead stuff. Trust me, you've had the easier life.
I guess maybe I was lucky.
Not lucky anymore. Now that you're on a boat with him. Trust me, he has nearly gotten arrested and gotten us in so much trouble. We lost him for a while. Like
I'm
he
sure
just
it's not gonna be that bad.
let us tell you a tale as I walk towards the Golden about the time he decided it'd be a good idea to jump into a magical tree without telling us anything, and then he teleported. Conan, tell him about Amethyst.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That is a long towel.
Yeah, let's get a drink. Come on, let's get a drink and tell him about Amethyst.
I do need to go in a while. It's
Yeah.
getting late.
We'll go to the bar and we'll pick up with that tale
There's
next
not
time.
much left, so I'm trying to like get to this a little bit. You go to the Black Gold Inn, where the
Sorry, Chris, I'm just role playing.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
How dare you roleplay this roleplay game?
where you arrive, and the bounty hunter is nowhere to be seen anymore. As you are
Shit.
grabbing a drink and just talking about the stuff, pay me like 5 coppers for the drink. Stuff isn't really that expensive here for just an ale. You're having nothing too fancy.
Wine, please.
And Conan, that's a silver. Conan, you're
Okay.
looking for
What's up?
this man, for this bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Do me a bribery or gossip, depending on how you want to like convince people to like tell you if they saw something.
But he's attractive, Chris.
There are some ladies in the inn that might have seen something, or some men that like other men. I'm not judging.
He's bi, so.
Yeah.
I am bi, but I've been a good bi, so I'm just gonna say bub bi. What do I need to gossip? Did you say, or was it
Yeah.
a bribery or?
Bribery or gossip, depending on how you want to do this. You're slipping them, you're bribing them, or are you just convincing them?
Gonna gossip.
Okay, just normal roll. Ooh, an astounding success.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tell me all your secrets.
I heard the man you're looking for is a bounty hunter. He arrived in Weisbrook late last night.
Oh, late last night, you say?
I believe he's staying in the Trumpet Inn.
Sorry, when you said trumpet, I was like, oh no, Donald Trump's in this world now. Trumpet Inn.
Yeah, it's just the inn down the street at the other end of the city.
I'll put that down in notes. Can you put it in the chat for me, please, Chris?
Trumpet Inn. Now, once you've had a drink at the Black Gold Inn, do you go and inspect the Trumpet Inn?
I will discuss with Alucard first and say what does he think I should do, what we should do.
I'm just planning to do a little shopping around the town and, tell the story to Hitch. If he doesn't mind going to the other one, we can go to the other one.
Yeah, it's late in the evening. Mainly the taverns are just open. Most shops are closed.
Yeah, do it in the morning, so. No, Aidan's typing.
Too late for him to join. we're rounding off.
I'm on my way home.
Ah.
It's
Well,
too late.
I'm gonna have to go on like a minute.
Yeah.
All right
Okay. We'll go see this man next time then, Chris.
Okay, well, there's literally like one paragraph left, and that's the end of the chapter. You go to the Trumpet Inn. You can choose to sneak in there, that nobody sees you or not, by doing a stealth urban test.
Why?
Yeah.
Aidan.
It's your choice. It's like if you don't want to like get spotted walking in.
I have no reason to like stealth, so I'm just
Yeah, in case like for some reason you are hiding yourself from this bounty
Yeah.
hunter.
No, we left on good terms.
Yeah, you go into the Trumpet Inn from the Black Gold. You see the bounty hunter. Adolphus was his name. He's conversing with three other gentlemen at like the back of the ballroom in like VIP sort of like back area with like a guard standing in front of like a curtain, but it hangs like slightly open that you can spot him in there. You can I see. I read a little bit ahead. The stealth test is to see if you can get close enough to overhear without being noticed.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I have no reason to follow
Yeah,
Conan.
this is mainly just for Conan, if he wants to
Yeah.
like listen in what they're talking about or not.
Mm. You know what? I'll try and sneak in, but if I get caught off, I'll like just play it off. I think.
Okay.
Starts with an F. Stealth.
Chris.
Stealth starts with an F.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to
Do a
go now.
reroll.
I'm pretty sure this has nothing to do with me, so you guys just can keep going. Because I do
Yeah.
have to go now.
Did you
Okay.
see? Did you see the picture of Milo in general?
Since we're very
Yes,
close to
I
like
did.
since we're very close to like the end of the chapter, I'm not gonna do XP right now. Are we playing again tomorrow to just like end off this chapter? There isn't much left.
Yeah, I can play for a little bit, a couple hours.
If tomorrow works, we'll do a little bit and then I'll hand you guys your experience.
Sure, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Cool. But
Yeah,
Chris, you said that you were trans and you had to go and run in a parade while a bunch of people made you all white.
Yeah, that's on Sunday. I can lie. I don't need sleep.
I'm gonna go
Don't
now.
let too many men spray you in the face.
Okay, see ya, man.
So,
See you, man.
So yeah.
So yeah, you
Variant next
you try-
time, 'cause I didn't get any for this time.
try to approach Conan, but like the guard like spots you, is like, oh, private conversation back here. No one else allowed unless when you're called for.
Okay. Didn't really know, but could you just let him know that Conan wants to speak to him?
You know,
Just-
I'll let him know, and like opens his head in a gesturing way towards you.
Okay. Condescending prick. Tell him we'll throw a conversation with my foot off his fucking arm. Calm down now. Oh shit, yeah. Alucard.
Did you actually like slip him a coin or not?
Yeah, I'll slip him my gold.
Okay.
Just giving him out at this point.
You're taking these off your sheet, yeah?
Yes, I'm on 292 gold coins left. Listen, I want results, okay? I've got questions. I'm not sure how I'm going to answer said questions and phrase them correctly, but I've got questions. Probably also when we was on the boat coming here, I would have probably told Alucard that I couldn't... For some reason I couldn't do the symbol. I couldn't remember it.
Oh,
The Chaos one.
well, dream's gonna be funny like that.
You walk up to Alucard. Alucard, as Conan walks up, like over his shoulder, like behind him, where the room where the bounty hunter is sitting. You have like perfect vision on it. You see like the guard walk in, whisper something into the bounty hunter's his ear. As soon as the bounty hunter has received this message, he stands up and leaves the inn immediately through like a back door.
How fast does this happen?
As Conan is like walking up, you see the dude behind him walk in, say something, the bounty hunter stand up and walk out. And then like Conan arrives at the table.
Basically, do I have the chance to cast eavesdrop is what I mean.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So you listen to what like the guard says?
Yeah.
Uh,
As if I was standing right next to him.
yeah, you overhear the guard pretty much saying that Conan is here and has to let him know that he was in town.
Okay, so he's not like saying you need to run. Okay, got it.
And he stands up and like leaves through like a back door.
Cancel the spell.
Oh.
I guess I should do a thing to make sure I can actually do it. Cancel.
Conan, you meet back with Alucard and Hitch. You join at the table. You notice that Joseph is in this inn as well, sitting at the bar, having a drink. And it's getting quite late in the evening. Do you guys plan on sleeping in one of these inns or sleeping on the boat?
I'm gonna stay at one of the inns and try to have a little chitty chat with I've already forgotten his fucking name. Milo 2.0. Hitch.
I've
Okay.
been a good boy, Gress. So is there a brothel around here?
No, Conan. He said no more of that. Bad. Start spraying him with the hose.
Ah, fuck. Ah, it burns.
Come
Come on, just a little brothel.
No, little well, halfling brothel, maybe. Or gnome.
Oh, I don't know. I feel cruel with a gnome. They're just... it feels wrong. Just so small. Like, even if you're small down there, you know, that's still a big impact. I wonder how elves are. Also, you've been with an elf before.
If it's in one of these notes, but I don't really know what the Happy Man is. But it is, you know, a harbor town. There's a lot of business here.
It's a gay inn.
It is safe to assume that there is a brothel here. That the Happy Man is probably a brothel. Very likely.
Told you, Gress, it's a gay club. It's a gay inn. The Happy Man.
Gay inn.
A gay inn.
Again, wherever you decide staying for the night, Joseph is covering the cost, so you don't need to worry about that.
Cool. Thank you, Joseph. Don't get drunk. We need you in the morning.
You spent the night here. I guess everybody is gonna actually sleep, except for Alucard. Are you gonna sleep through the night? Stay awake?
Yeah.
Are you having a wander through the city at nighttime? What do you...
I'm gonna get to sleep and get up early, but you know, after I talk to Thingamajig. Hitch.
Okay. Again, since you are a vampire, like, sleep works the opposite for you than for the normal characters. Like, you prefer to sleep during daytime and be awake during nighttime. Normal characters prefer to sleep during nighttime and awake during daytime.
Yeah.
The longer you go not doing that, the more fatigue you get. It's
Yeah.
been a while since you've, like, slept through the day, so I'm gonna give you a fatigue.
Well, are you, Nigris?
Yay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna take this drug.
Well, you can use supplements to counter it. That I'm not against that.
Yeah,
Just
one
doing some
second.
doping.
Black Plague. It's not Foxtroil. Salvort. Sun Condition. Mandrake or Mandragora. And Nightshade
Hogwarts again.
Spit. Mandrake or Mandragora.
Is it alright to close, Gress?
Yeah,
Not
pretty
champ.
much. However, everybody decides to
Bit.
spend the night. You go to bed. You're awakened by
everybody.
ding 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 alarm bells going through the city. And as you
Oh,
look
God.
out over the harbor, you see a big, like, light of a fire that has
Ah,
started
the
at
boat's
the
on
harbor,
fire.
and a big smoke plume, like, filling the air. And we'll leave it off at that, and we'll start there
Philip
next
was
time.
on that boat.
The boat. Yeah, Philippe's dead.
It's the
Dear.
burnt pile of ash and a helmet.
Change my mind, Chris. I do want to go for a walk. No. Do I
Turns out it
have
was
any
Alucard
more?
who
Maybe I
set that on
don't.
fire.
Maybe I don't have any left. Maybe I do have to. Yeah, I think I might be out of my fatigues ones.
Oh,
I have
okay.
to get some. I've only got my stunned ones. I've got 17 stunned ones.
Okay,
Damn.
God damn.
let's agree when
That's
Aidan
right, I
gets
looted
in
them.
here. When we get Aidan in here, we just say to him, "Oh yeah, your character's dead. He died in a boat. He died when the boat caught on fire."
I know. I already said his horse is dead. Oh, his horse is on the boat.
Yes,
All the
Mine can
boats
fly,
are on
one
the
of mine
boat.
can fly away, and the other one's like a fucking pile of bones, so we'll be alright.
The cards are on the
Oh
boat.
fuck! My
Yeah.
horse is dead as well.
Yeah, there
Shit.
goes Noir.
No, I just got him.
Yeah.
I was just learning how to be a semi-decent horse owner.
I knew I should have stayed in the fucking boat.
I blame Gress. He knew the only way he could get to us is by killing the animals.
Yeah. So next up is pretty
Go on.
much how you deal with the fire. Whatever is on fire, it may or may not be the boat. And that's pretty much the end of this chapter. And then you get like experience for like, did the party do this? Did the party do this? Kind of deal. Then we move on to the next chapter. So, which is why I'm thinking of doing like a short session tomorrow, because depending on what you do or not do, this like dealing with the fire shouldn't take like extremely long.
No.
Yeah, that's us for today then. We'll be back tomorrow at around like 7 UK time, 8 my time. GMT plus 1.
Yeah. Sounds good.